Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, principal of this little dread schoolhouse, where our curriculum consists of lessons in mystery, suspense, and the macabre. We say they were giants, those founding fathers of ours, and indeed they were. Giants of intellect, morality, and ability. But they were also human giants, bedeviled by human problems, tormented by heedless children, persecuted by jealous enemies, embarrassed by foolish friends, and even haunted by ghosts.
It's a ghost, John. It must be a ghost.
There is no such thing as a ghost.
I heard him.
You're talking like a woman, Abigail.
And what does that mean?
Well, it shows that no matter how intelligent a woman may be, in the end she has certain weaknesses that well, there is no such thing as a ghost. What's that?
Oh, tell me there's no such thing as a ghost.
Well,
Well, what, John? Are you about to start talking like a woman, too?
Our mystery drama, Ghost Powder, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Marion Seldes and Michael Wager. If you were to say to John Adams, "You can't tell the players without a scorecard," naturally this great American wouldn't know what you mean. But if somehow you could explain it, he would fix you with that level, steadfast look of his and say that you couldn't tell the players even with a scorecard. Here was John Adams in 1784, getting more flack from our recent French ally than from our former English enemy. Here he was, ambassador to Paris from the United States, and nobody really quite knew just what the United States was, or were. His colleagues, Franklin and Jefferson, were great men, as we all know, but very difficult to live with. His wife, Abigail, insisted that she couldn't run the embassy properly on his meager salary, and when he asked the Congress for more money, their answer was to cut his wages. In addition, their rented chateau, a place called Auteuil, was haunted by a ghost.
But Henri swears he heard him.
which one is Henri, Abigail?
Henri is the one who cleans the floors.
When did anyone ever clean the floors in this place?
Well, Henri does the best he can.
It isn't good enough.
Now, dear, about the ghost.
There is no such thing as a ghost.
Let us discuss this rationally.
How can you possibly discuss a thing like a ghost? Rationally, it's a contradiction in terms.
John, you simply cannot close your mind.
Are you telling me you actually believe
I am
that...
telling you what Henri said.
I see. An illiterate French peasant has suddenly become a respected authority on the supernatural.
Well, why don't you talk to him?
How can I speak to him? I don't speak his language.
Ah, but he speaks yours.
I noticed that.
You noticed what?
The aha, he speaks yours. The ah of reproach. See how this humble, uneducated man takes the trouble to learn your language while you will not bother to learn his.
That isn't what I meant to say. But now that I hear it stated, I must say I agree with it.
I am far too busy to study this exercise in nasality.
But, darling, you are the ambassador.
Not exactly. I am the minister plenipotentiary. And Mr. Benjamin Franklin is the ambassador.
Well, actually, Mr. Franklin is the ambassador emeritus.
I wish Mr. Franklin would go home to Philadelphia, where I understand he is worshipped.
Mr. Franklin is coming to dinner.
Oh, no.
Why are you so stuffy this afternoon, John? It's so unlike you.
I've been away from Boston too long.
Now, about Henri and his ghost.
I don't wish to talk about Henri and his ghost. What is there that I can say to this superstitious servant who...
Why don't you listen to him first?
The Monsieur Adams, I have heard him. How do you know it's him? It's a voice of him. And what does he say? He says nothing. Well, this is a fuss over nothing.
John.
Well, how can he hear him if he says nothing? He says something, but I do not understand him. Does he speak French? Français, no. Does he speak English? Anglais, no. Then what does he speak? He speaks ghost. Ghost? Yes, ghost language. Oh, there's a ghost language. Oh, yes, Monsieur Adams. What is this ghost language? And where do you hear this alleged language? Oh, I hear him all over. But where? Particularly in the library, in the bedrooms, and all over. How can I get rid of a ghost? You must call in a witch. A witch? Yes, the witch comes in and says a charm, and the ghost runs away. Why? Because the ghost is frightened. Oh, now look, my good man, there is no such thing as a ghost, and I think you had better get back to work. My uncle, he says the same thing. And one morning he is found. If you spent more time getting the place clean, as you are paid to do, instead of weaving these impossible fables about ghosts...
The master will give this matter his full consideration, and we shall rid the house of the ghost.
Thank you, madam.
And you may finish cleaning the floor.
I go, madam. Now, Abigail, I do not relish being called the master as if I were some feudal aristocrat.
Ah, but your dear friend Tom Jefferson is a feudal aristocrat back home, and he is called master by hundreds of slaves.
We are not discussing Tom Jefferson. We are discussing a matter of gross superstition. Why must I indulge him in this superstitious nonsense?
To make my life easier.
What does this have to do with you?
One day, my dear, there will be another revolution. A revolution of the women.
What on earth do women have to revolt about?
It will come in a faraway future. I shall not live to see it.
My dear, I do wish you would stay to the subject. Although you change it so many times, I confess I am at a loss to know where exactly we are.
Call in a witch and have this demon, this ghost,
this figment of Henri's imagination.
Well, whatever it is, properly exorcised from the premises.
My dear, it does the lower elements no good to reinforce their superstitions.
Perhaps not, but it will do me good. Henri's story has infected the entire staff. I want you to go along with this mumbo-jumbo before they all run away.
Oh, let them. We can hire others.
No one will want to work here. Oh, please, John.
Hire a witch. Do you realize what would happen if a word of this reached home? I'd be the laughing stock of the country.
Thing could be done for a single silver franc.
Jefferson. What will Jefferson say?
I will tell Henri to find a witch and have her here tomorrow.
I forbid it.
John, I cannot maintain this house without servants. I can't entertain at official dinners, and I insist...
I will not reinforce the dark ignorance of the human race.
John, please.
I have nothing more to say.
This is a matter of housekeeping. It doesn't concern you.
Whatever lessens the dignity and the sanity of the human race concerns me.
You're not making a speech before the Congress. Oh, I'm sorry, John. I just realized how I sound.
Well, I realize how I must have sounded.
Good. Let's compromise. And call in a witch.
No, I cannot permit it.
Do you understand? I can no longer be mistress of this embassy.
Yes, I realize that, and therefore I shall resign the post.
John, this
is an impasse, my dear. Each of us is standing on a principle.
But you can choose to resign.
But I cannot choose to be party to the dark barbarism of the Middle Ages. I cannot sanction witchcraft. Well, the truth of the matter is the French do not wish for us to sign a treaty with England.
John, come to bed.
Neither Franklin nor Jefferson can see it.
Had enough politics for one night.
But Franklin's are dead.
Can't we talk about it in the morning?
Jefferson is so grateful to France.
John, I'm very sleepy.
Tom, understand that we did more for France than France did for us.
One day, everyone will understand it, but tonight,
France and England are mortal enemies. Our independence is a body blow to England.
Why do you and Franklin and Jefferson argue so ceaselessly? Each of you has already stated his position.
I intend to go back to Boston.
Yes, dear.
Retire from political life.
Of course.
And to the farm.
That would be nice.
Practice a little law.
Certainly.
You don't believe what I'm saying.
Not a word of it. Yes?
Madame?
What is it, Pauline?
Madame, I am frightened.
Of what?
The ghost.
Which ghost?
Oh, I would assume it's the same one.
Oh, now somebody has to put his foot down.
John.
Young woman.
Monsieur?
There is no such thing as a ghost.
Oh, monsieur, one does not make the joke about the ghost.
It is silly, nonsensical superstition, and I have had quite enough. Now, as master of this house, I order you to get to your bed and have yourself a full night's sleep in order that you may be fit for your duties in the morning. Is that understood?
But, monsieur...
That will be all. Good night. Not another word. You may leave.
You have just transformed a problem into a disaster.
You told me these people were peasants, and so I thought I would speak like a master.
They can't accept you as a master.
They can't? Why not?
Well, it has to do with the customs of the country.
I am becoming rather satiated with the customs of this country.
You do not behave like the master of a chateau.
But how does a
Well, a true gentleman of the blood would have, in addition to his wife, a mistress.
I'm not old enough. Perhaps when I reach Mr. Franklin's age.
Oh, John, tomorrow morning, please, hire a witch.
Can't be morning.
Listen.
What?
What is that?
That? It's your imagination.
You don't hear it?
It is. I think so.
Well, is it your imagination, too?
No.
What is it?
It's a
ghost.
No, Abigail.
I know there's no such thing as a ghost, but what do you call that?
Well,
John, I remember my grandfather and my aunt. They'd tell us children's stories about... John, I'm frightened.
Oh, dear Abigail, it's impossible.
Big, gloomy, frightening house. Who knows what crimes may have been committed here?
Abigail, no such thing as a ghost.
Then why is your hand shaking?
In broad daylight, in safe, secure, and familiar surroundings, there is never such a thing as a ghost. But in the dead of the night, in a strange country, in a large, gloomy house, one can never really be sure. We have never had, in this country, a more down-to-earth, sensible pair than John and Abigail Adams. But they've never had occasion to spend a night like this one, either. I shall return very shortly with Act 2. It isn't easy to be a man of intelligence and integrity, to speak one's mind and stand on principle at a time when men are valued for their flexibility. Nor is it easy to be a woman of wisdom and candor at a time when women were valued purely for decorative and pleasurable purposes. And so we have described John and Abigail Adams. And these two intelligent and rational people can be described as a crisis of confidence. Each would insist there is no such thing as a ghost. And yet...
Abigail, there is no such thing.
I know, but just tell me what that is.
I am going to find out.
Let me come with you.
No, you stay in bed.
No.
I'll settle this once and for all.
John, do we have a pistol?
Now, when did we ever have a pistol in this house?
You have to have something to...
Well, if it's a robber, this fireplace poker.
But suppose the place is being robbed. What is it that we really care about? That can't be a thief. Thieves would be quiet.
I'll go see.
Just lie quietly, my dear. You have a rather large bump on your head.
What happened?
I don't know. I found you lying on the floor in the hallway. The servants helped me to put you to bed.
The servants?
Especially Henri. Everyone's anxious to know what Monsieur Adams thinks of ghosts now.
I remember. I heard that noise and then somebody screamed.
That was Pauline. She heard the ghost, and she was frightened.
I ran into the hallway. Something hit me on the head.
Who?
It didn't have to be a who. It could have been well, I could have run into that low ceiling beam near the stairwell.
Something was making that noise. Oh, John. May we have only called in a witch?
Abby,
Dear, what harm can it do? If there's no such thing as a ghost, then all we've lost is a single silver franc. But if there is now...
Abigail.
Please, John. It's the only way that I'll be able to keep the servant.
All right. But no one must know.
I'll be silent. Silent as the grave.
That is hardly a fortunate figure of speech.
John, this is Madame Pinapesta. Monsieur.
How do you do? And, you are purported to be a witch?
Purported? What does Monsieur mean, purported? I am a witch.
Well, I mean...
Monsieur is a politician. I am a witch. Whose profession is older and more honorable.
Well, what can you do for us, Madame Pinipes?
The noise you hear is the Duc d'Ormont.
How do you know?
He was strangled in the chateau.
Why?
It was 200 years ago. He was the Queen's lover. She came to visit him here. They were betrayed. These things happen.
But if he's dead...
What can I say, monsieur? We are told that those who are killed for love never really die.
So he wanders about the chateau, does he?
Yes, monsieur. Wandering and wailing for his lost love.
And how do you propose to dispose of him?
That, monsieur, is my own secret. There are tricks to every trade. I do not ask how you employ yours. Accord me the similar courtesy.
Count de Verlaine.
Madame said to wait for you here, Monsieur Adams.
Welcome, Your Excellency. To what? Do I owe the honor of this visit?
Monsieur, I think we might discuss your rental of several French frigates of war.
Your Excellency, we have no need of...
But you have no navy to speak of at present. And the Algerine pirates?
Yes, we do have trouble with the pirates on the Barbary coast.
And since the building of a battle fleet is, of course, prohibitively expensive...
We are aware of the problems involved.
It will be difficult to raise funds through taxation. Your countrymen cannot seem to agree on the necessity to tax Virginia planters and Pennsylvania farmers in order to protect the interests of New England merchants.
Sir, is our internal affair.
Naturally,
Besides, we have other sources of revenue.
have you? I am given to understand that the Prussian loan is encountering difficulty.
Do you, sir?
It is common knowledge. Well, I must be going. Good day, monsieur. Such lovely weather.
Yes. Thank you.
John, Tom Jefferson is in the library.
Good, we have business.
But you and I and Nabby and Colonel Smith were to go riding this afternoon. And John, he wants to marry her.
Time, Mr. Tom Jefferson and I reached a meeting of the minds.
John, I said Colonel Smith wants to marry your daughter.
Later.
No, they don't want to wait.
Do you know what Tom Jefferson is doing? He is selling us out to France.
John, it's impossible.
Defending. Actually defending Tom
I
Jefferson.
disagree completely with his manners, his morals, his philosophy. But I like and I believe he's sincere.
Abigail, he has become a creature of the French, and I can prove it.
Well, John, why did you want to see me?
Tom, we must have this out.
What?
Well, George Washington won't live forever. Hamilton, too unpopular, personally. Hancock, they thinking nobody really thinks they have enough.
Enough of what?
Buzz, too slippery.
What is all this, John?
This is the talk that's going on at home. This is how people are thinking and speculating. It's going to come down to a fight between you and me.
What kind of a fight?
Power. Who is going finally to rule our country?
I never thought much about it one way or the other. You want the truth, John. I think you're more qualified. You do a better job of it.
Maybe you think that, but your friends, your Federalist friends, won't let you think that way forever. They'll egg you on for their own purposes.
Don't you have the same kind of friends that I do, John?
Yes, and all with axes to grind. And I shall be the victim of my friends, too. And it has to be this way, Tom. Why? You and I, we are on opposite sides of every question. One of us has to prevail.
Maybe not. Maybe the people will split the differences between us.
Maybe they will. But still, we have to fight it out.
We can fight as friends, John.
No. You have already betrayed me and the country.
Be careful what you're saying, John.
Oh, stop talking like a southern aristocrat. What do you propose to do? Challenge me?
How dare you accuse me of betrayal?
You and I were sitting in this room night before last. We spoke to the progress of the Prussian negotiations.
Yes?
I had confidential information that things were going badly. You and I were the only ones in the city of Paris who knew it, or so I thought. This morning, the Count de Verlaine tried to use that fact to strengthen France's bargaining position.
Well, what does that have to do with me?
Well, if you didn't tell him, who did?
Ben Franklin was also in the room.
When I read the dispatches from Prussia, Ben Franklin had fallen asleep.
Oh, what makes you think I told Verlaine?
Your friendship for France is notorious.
I am grateful to France for helping us overthrow the British yoke.
Would you have us exchange the British yoke for one made in Paris?
I am here to represent the interests of my country.
You were the only one who could have told us then.
But I didn't do it. On my word of honor. What am I saying? Why am I trying to insist on something that should be beyond question? My integrity. How dare Tom? We worked on the Declaration of Independence together. How can you even accuse me?
Tom, I'm sorry. I don't know what to think. Someone is betraying our secrets.
Does anyone else know?
No one.
Are you sure? Can you swear that not one other single solitary soul?
Yes, I can swear. Well,
what?
Abigail knows.
Abigail?
Well, I have no secrets from Abigail.
But these are matters of government secrets.
I know, but Abby is my counselor.
Abby is only a woman.
Only a woman. Yes, but I share everything with her.
Is it possible? No, I can't say it. Abby could never.
Can you forgive me, Tom?
Well, I'll have to. I'm Sure, I'll be forced to say certain things in the future for which you'll have to forgive me. But how could Vergen have found out?
I don't know. Unless the walls have ears.
Now, that's impossible, John.
Who can say, Tom? After all, these are French walls.
John.
Oh, did I wake you, my dear?
You know I always wait up for you. How was your day?
Well, Tom Jefferson and I will somehow manage to live as friendly rivals. The British are impossible. French are unreasonable. They are unmovable. The Prussians are inscrutable. How was your day?
Well, we got through it somehow.
Has our sorceress managed to exorcise the ghost?
So far, the staff seems quiet.
Could have told Vergen.
Perhaps the courier.
No. I would stake my life on his loyalty.
Well, it's a problem we should sleep on. After all, sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
I agree. I thought our witch took care of all of that.
That's Madame Philippe.
Madame Pinifest.
Someone struck her down.
Have the servants fetch water and bandages.
You won't get any servants come into this room. I'll go myself.
Help me. Help me.
No. Just try to be quiet, madam.
It's true. It's true.
What is true?
There is... I never believed, but there is such a thing as a ghost. I saw him. I saw
You saw whom?
The ghost. The ghost.
Madame Philippe, speak to me. Speak. Say something, madam. That's twice the ghost or whatever has struck. But this blow appears to be fatal. Is it a ghost? Well, we have the word of perhaps a foremost authority, a witch. Who would know more about the subject? You'll get to know a great deal more when I return in just a few moments with Act 3. Again, what is so clear in the bright daylight becomes shadowy and blurred in the dim rays of the moon. Madame Pinipes, a sorceress who has been employed by the Adamses to exorcise a ghost, obviously has been exorcised herself. And this is no time to ask John and Abigail if they really do believe in ghosts.
Dead, John?
Yes.
But how did she die?
Well,
I saw her lying on the floor, but I assumed she'd been struck down, but...
I know there isn't a single mark of violence.
Then how did she die? Something must have... Well, we heard her scream. We both heard her. And what was she muttering when we came in here?
The ghost.
Yes, and something else.
There is such a thing as a ghost. That's what she said.
You see, she never really believed in it herself. To her, it was just a way of making money. But then at the very end, she saw a ghost, and it killed her. How?
Well, she may have died of fright. Look at the absolutely terrified expression on her face. Have you ever seen such horror on a human countenance?
I see it. But I don't believe it killed her.
Why not?
Because she didn't really believe in ghosts. She wasn't an ignorant, superstitious person.
Neither are you, neither am I, but we've been having our doubts lately.
And what is this? clutched in her hand.
Piece of cloth. It must be a ghostly vestment, part of the shroud worn by the unfortunate late Duc d'Ormont.
No, not this. Look, it's muslin cloth.
Well, ghosts do wear shrouds of muslin, don't they?
John, this cloth is fresh. New. That proves that she was attacked, and she tried to fight.
We had better call the authorities.
And for what purpose had you employed this woman?
We were having trouble with a ghost, Monsieur Commissioner.
Make a note of that, Sergeant. The house is haunted, then?
It would appear to be.
If the ghost killed her...
If the ghost killed her... Oh, surely, Monsieur, you cannot believe in ghosts.
Monsieur Adams, I have an open mind on the subject.
But such a thing, it's not...
It's not what? Possible? Yet, you and Madame say you heard the thing yourself.
Well, we may have heard the wind whistling through the chimney. Surely, Monsieur Commissioner, you, a man like yourself, you cannot believe in ghosts.
Monsieur, as a police officer, I must adhere to the facts. And these are the only facts we have.
Well, then,
at present.
What do you propose to do?
Nothing.
A woman has been murdered.
The physician who examined her could find no mark or sign of violence.
But something must be done.
I ask you, monsieur, what? If the deed was committed by a ghost, how do we proceed against him? But, monsieur, there is a more convenient explanation.
Convenient?
Well, perhaps satisfactory. The woman was over 80. It is entirely possible she died of old age. Yes, that would satisfy everyone. Sergeant, write that she died of old age. The most respectable killer of all. Why do you insist on walking outdoors in this dreadful weather?
Because, my dear, we must have a talk. A confidential talk. There is a ghost.
Oh, no, Abigail, not you.
And I can prove it.
How? Oh, please explain it before we catch our death.
John, I want you to make up the most far-fetched story you can think of.
Why?
About politics. And tell it to me in the library.
But I don't understand.
The more impossible, the better.
But why?
John, I'm afraid if I tell you, you won't do it.
You'll have to tell me eventually.
I won't have to tell you.
Then how will I ever know?
Oh, you'll find out. Now, please, let's go back to the library, and you must tell me the story with a straight face, in the utmost confidence. It must be a very serious matter. You must play your part to perfection.
My dear, I'm not an actor.
No, but you're something even better. You are a lawyer.
Abigail, this is incredible.
Really?
Yes, this message I have just received from St. Petersburg.
Really, my dear?
Yes, from Count Ramunzev, a confidential minister to the court.
But what have we to do with the Russians?
Well, the Count believes our two countries have a great deal in common.
I can't imagine what.
Well, the Russians are established on the western end of our continent. We may one day become very close neighbors. We share a common border.
I hadn't thought of that.
France, as you know, holds extensive territories to the south, and they fear she will try to expand.
Oh?
Yes, and the Russians would rather have us for a neighbor than the French.
Well, that makes considerable common sense.
And so they are willing to lend us money to aid in our expansion, provided we break off all relations with the French.
Oh, I see.
A Russian alliance. What an interesting possibility. You're early. Dinner isn't for an hour yet.
You needn't expect me to dine in this house.
Tom, now,
What is it?
You accused me of selling out to France. And all the time you were scheming to betray us to Russia.
Me?
You needn't look so innocent. I've been told that you're in correspondence with the court at St. Petersburg.
For what purpose?
How can you ally us to the most tyrannical ruler in Europe?
Who told you I was in correspondence with the Russians?
A confidential source, the Count de Vilzen. How did you know?
I shall explain it at dinner.
And you say this ghost or whatever overhears our conversation and reports it to de Verger.
Listen. That is our ghost.
That sound? Where's it coming from?
The library. And, there he goes now.
Where?
Obviously, he's leaving the house.
Well, let us settle this thing, John.
No, let me go first.
Oh, no.
Oh, no danger. I shall have 2 stout gentlemen to protect me. Now, let me open the door. Hand me the candelabra. Now, look. Where? Just to the right of the fireplace, you see? On the floor.
Footprints.
Yes.
Those are footprints. Outlined in white powder.
Yes. A lady's face powder. Cornstarch powder. I sprinkled some on the floor.
Someone seems to have walked out of
The wall. That wall. It must have a false entrance, a hidden panel. We should be in no trouble finding it. Now that we know what to look for, there must be a hidden release. Here, tap against every part of the wall. That's it. Keep tapping all over.
Listen.
We found it.
Oh, look. Look, the center panel is opening.
Listen. The ghost noise.
Can't be a ghost inside. Or can there?
It's a long passageway. Feel the breeze.
That's what it is, John, the breeze. The breeze whistling through the passageway when the panel is open. That's what makes the noise.
Are you sure, Tom?
The Polish panel's closed. See? The air is no longer rushing along in the passage.
Then the noise is created when the ghost or whoever enters and leaves.
And that's why Madame Pinipesa was frightened to death. She encountered him.
It is the Duc d'Ormont wandering about his ancestral home. Or is it a spy who reports all our conversations to the Duc de Vergennes? Tom, shall you help me find out?
Gladly. But how?
The ghost is on his way, obviously, to report to the Count that you and I have had a serious difference of opinion. Let us retire to the dining room and finish our dinner. Give him an opportunity to return tomorrow for his regular evening spy work.
It is no secret.
What is no secret, Count Vergennes?
That your country's existence is threatened by factional strife.
Factional strife may be a sign of vigorous national health.
Oh, my dear Adams. Now, suppose France supports your side.
My side.
Suppose we give you money, even troops, in the event of civil war.
Assuming all you say is true, why support me?
We would support a solid, conservative person such as yourself. Do I make myself clear?
I must say, sir, you seem to have a most incisive grasp of the situation.
We have excellent sources of information.
So I see.
A word to the wise. Consider it.
Indeed, sir. I shall. I fear, Mr. Jefferson, that further discussion between us is pointless.
I shall write to the Congress. They must choose between you and me.
I shall write in the same manner. I have no intention of listening to further lies and slander on your part.
And I have no intention of remaining a moment longer under this roof.
Allow me to show you the door, sir. Well, if our ghost was there, we gave him an earful.
If he was there.
If you gentlemen stage your quarrel.
Abigail, you shouldn't be here.
Why not?
It might be dangerous.
But it was all my idea.
You know, Abigail, sometimes it's difficult for me to believe you're a woman.
I accept that as the sincerest compliment you're capable of, Tom.
It was so intended. Listen. Yes.
Our ghost stirs himself. Hamill has just opened. That's the wind, I hope.
And now the panel has closed. He must be headed for the doorway to the library. But if he is, I'm ready for him. Now. Hold him! Hold him! I've got him! Abigail, get a light. A light, Mr. Light. Yes.
Here. Look.
What?
It's the police commissioner.
Madame, Monsieur, at your service.
What
Am I doing here? Yes, you well may ask.
And we are asking.
You see, I am conducting an official investigation.
Indeed, sir.
Yes. There have been allegations of a ghostly presence on these premises. And so, since ghosts are...
Yes? Ghosts of what?
Ghosts are illegal.
You could have told us you were on the premises.
No, sir, but it was a confidential investigation.
I understand.
Have you found the ghost?
No, Abigail, nor do I think the commissioner ever will. Will you agree with me, Commissioner, that the ghost would seem to have left these premises for good?
Yes, monsieur. It would seem that way.
And we'll mention it to no one. Not even to Monsieur le Comte de Vergennes.
Oh, that would be appreciated, madame.
Besides, the library appears to be too drafty a place in which to discuss various matters in the future.
I understand, monsieur.
So I don't think that the ghost will be entertained by the conversation of Mr. Adams and his friends anymore.
I understand. Monsieur, madame, good night.
Good night.
Well, that's the end of our ghost. I think.
That noise.
Panel must still be open. Let's close it. It's the wind roaring through the passageway.
John, look. The panel. It's closed. It's not the wind.
Now, Abigail, I am sure there must be a reasonable explanation. I'm sure there was, but John and Abigail Adams never found it. Within a few months, they received orders from the Congress, which transferred them to England, where John Adams became the first American ambassador to the court of St. James. And if you think he had problems in Paris, when he arrived in London, he really that's another story. I'll be back with a sidelight on this one in just a moment. There's something almost, I can't say supernatural about Adams and Jefferson. Natural enemies, they were warm friends. They outlived all the other heroes of the Revolution. They became the grand old men of the new country of the United States of America. And America became a fusion of their opposing ideas. And if you really want something to think about, they both died on the exact same...
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Look not upon the wine when it is red in the cup. The good book tells us, it biteth like a serpent, it stingeth like an adder. But when it glows that fiery red and bites and stings like a rattlesnake, that's when it bubbles the blood and fires the brain. That's the time, the only time it's worth looking at. But it's hard, so hard tried to do the right thing. And it's such a small word, such a tiny word. It only has 2 letters. Why is it so hard to say no?
I'm guilty.
I say you're innocent.
I wanted to kill him.
That's unimportant.
The gun.
Yes.
My fingerprints are on the gun.
I still say you're innocent.
Why?
Because I want to believe it.
Our mystery drama, Little Green Death, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Kim Hunter. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
The standard engine is a V8. Standard tires, steel-belted radials. There are front and rear stabilizer bars, special springs and shock valving, fast ratio power steering, and a rally steering wheel. What makes all this interesting is that it belongs to a full-size 6-passenger Buick, the 1977 LeSabre Sport Coupe. You'll have to drive it to believe it.
Here in my hand is a little capsule. It's Contact. It contains enough cold medicine to help relieve cold symptoms caused by every known virus. Think about that the next time you're sick. Sneezing, dripping, all clogged up. Then let us help you with real medicine, like Contact. We're #1 in the whole world.
Give your cold to Contact. Real medicine for real cold.
Take only as directed.
How do you do? And now, a tale of what happened when last I walked these streets.
What's the trouble, lady?
I don't know. My car seems to stall all the time.
Oh, what you need is some headlight fluid. It'll make your car go like a jackrabbit.
Do you really think so?
Don't let him touch that car, madam. I'm the man from the Better Business Bureau. Make sure you know that the repair firm you do business with is a reputable one. There isn't any such thing as headlight fluid. And if you had read your owner's manual, you'd know this.
Oh, I can't believe it. And he seems so nice.
And that's the way it was.
At a place in Russia called Borodino, Napoleon won a battle but lost a war. Now, why should we be concerned? This is, after all, the Mystery Theater, not the History Theater. You see, at the Battle of Borodino, Napoleon was not his usual alert, brilliant self. He was tired. It was an effort to think, to act. Why? Because he had a cold. And why did he have a cold? Because his feet were wet. And why? Because his orderly was drunk the night before and had neglected to make sure that the emperor would have a pair of dry boots. And so the history of the world was changed. We don't even know that orderly's name. But let us consider some other workings of blind chance.
Oh, my head.
You looking at me for sympathy?
Please don't shout.
I'm only whispering.
This time, I swear I'll stay on the wagon.
Till you fall off again.
Look, I got it down to once a year.
Once too many. Where did you go last night?
Oh, boy, do I know.
Well, what did you do?
Do I remember?
All year, you hardly touch a drop.
I know.
And then one night, for some reason, for no reason you ever want to talk about, you just get blind, staggering drunk. Now, why?
If I could answer that. If only I could answer that.
Are you going to work today?
Oh, sure. Big sale. Got to open the store early.
Elmer, look, about the note.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought we'd have the sale. Raise cash quickly.
Did you talk to Bob Kirtland?
Well, yeah.
About an extension?
You know Bob Kirtland.
He said no.
Don't worry. I'll have the cash for him by next week.
Sure, by giving away all the stock in the store.
It won't be that bad.
It'll be worse. We needed the extension, Elmer, so we could work off the debt and still have some equity.
I went to see Kirtland at his country house. I told him if he didn't give me an extension, it'd mean I'd probably have to go out of business. You know what he said? He said in the long run, he'd be doing me a favor.
He what?
He said I wasn't cut out for business. The sooner I realized it, the better.
Okay, it's been a bad year, Elmer. It's not your fault.
Well, I told him, and he just said it hadn't been a bad year for him. Just for fellows who didn't know what they were doing.
So how did you leave it?
How did I leave it?
Well, he may have said no, but is there any possibility that he might change his mind?
I don't think so.
Would it help if I asked
I don't think so. Bob Kirtland is a man who's completely devoid of sentiment.
Oh, don't say that.
Furthermore, he has it in for me personally.
Now, that's where you're wrong. Bob Kirtland never gets personal about business.
Yeah, well, I think that's changed.
What do you mean?
I got a little personal about Bob Kirtland last night.
Elmer.
I couldn't help it. I saw all those years of hard work and every dollar we have in the world going down the drain and
what?
Well, I guess I told him off.
Oh.
I called him a vulture.
A vulture?
And then I stopped off at Sid's and had a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then another drink.
I see.
That's all I remember, really. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm really, really sorry.
All right, well, you are going to pick up the phone and call Bob Kirtland, and you are going to apologize.
Now, wait just a minute.
It has to be done.
Not after what I said to him.
Especially after what you said to him.
I've got my pride.
Yeah, pride is an extravagance you can't afford.
That's what he wants to do, make me crawl.
He is a meticulous man. The floor is clean in his house.
I won't do it.
I'll dial his number. Oh, now, what do you suppose that is at this hour of the morning? Well, don't stand there, Elmer. Open it.
Good morning.
Sheriff.
Oh, it's you, Sheriff.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's me.
Well, that doesn't sound so good. Well, come on in anyhow. We see you once a year. Each time after Elmer's had his little evening. You were here last, let's see, yes, it'll be a year next month. Elmer went swimming in the town hall fountain.
You want a cup of coffee, Sheriff?
Well, I do, but I don't know if I should. I come here to place Elmer under arrest.
Huh?
Well, what for? Did I do something crazy last night?
I'm afraid you did.
What did he do, Sheriff?
Elmer, I arrest you for the murder of Robert Kinfeather Kirtland.
Oh, no.
And I must inform you that anything you say may be used against you.
Murder?
Bob Kirtland? He's dead?
Yes, last night.
But why do you say that Elmer did it?
Elmer was there.
But that's right. I was.
Elmer, did you?
I don't know.
We found the gun.
Elmer's never fired a gun in his life. Well, Elmer wouldn't know how. He wouldn't even own a gun. He dislikes guns. Everybody knows that.
Now, that may be true, but he fired one at Bob Kirtland last night.
How can you say that?
His fingerprints are on it.
Well, how could he...
I'm sorry.
Elmer.
I don't know.
Well, all right. Bob had Elmer in a very tight squeeze.
No, the whole town knows
and,
that.
And Elmer went to visit him last night to see if they could make some kind of a financial arrangement. Do you understand, Sheriff?
Yeah, it's clear.
And Bob Kirtland, being Bob Kirtland, I mean no disrespect to the dead, but, well, Bob Kirtland was the meanest, stingiest, most vindictive.
Yeah, I've heard that said.
Well, and one word led to another. Elmer became so angry, so desperate. You see, he faces the loss of everything. Do you realize that?
Yes.
And so he lost his temper, and in a fit of rage, he killed Bob Kirtland. It's murder, yes, but you see, it's not cold-blooded, premeditated murder. Oh, it's not justified. Murder is never justified, but it is understandable, and the jury will have to take that into consideration.
The jury also have to take something else into consideration, Lucy.
What's that?
The fact that he had a gun.
A gun?
A fit of rage, all very well, Lucy. But why did he bring the gun unless he meant to use it? Elmer?
I don't know, Sheriff. I just don't know.
Lucy. Well, I didn't think you'd be in the store today.
I can't afford not to be in the store, Phil.
I want you to know I'll do everything I can.
Thanks, Phil.
I don't believe Elmer could have killed Bob Kirtland.
Oh, they've got a gun with his fingerprints.
I don't care about that. Do you believe Elmer's guilty?
It's crazy. Elmer's the sweetest, most gentle human being in the whole wide world, but maybe once a year when he starts drinking...
I believe he's innocent.
Oh, Phil, you and Elmer, you're two of a kind.
No, we're not. We're friends. We're buddies since kindergarten. But I'm not like Elmer at all. And you know that. I'm practical. But he's a dreamer. I'm down to earth. I've made money, a lot of money. And it's yours. Yours and Elmer's.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no? I'm Elmer's friend. I'm your friend. You should have borrowed the money from me in the first place instead of going to Bob Kirtland.
Well, you don't borrow money from friends.
Now, look, Elmer needs a lawyer.
Well, I thought I'd ask Lou Ballantyne.
To do what? Lucy, this is a murder case.
I know, but Lou is very good.
Sure, at drawing up contracts, writing wills, but he's never, ever defended against a murder charge.
Yes, but still,
It's like it is with doctors. You don't go to a psychiatrist to take your appendix out. Now, you need a lawyer who specializes in murder, and you're not going to find one in this town.
I just don't know what to say then.
I do. I've engaged a lawyer for you.
You have?
You need one of the best lawyers in the world, because that jury is going to be afraid to acquit Elmer, or even to let him off easy.
How can you say that? Elmer grew up in this town. Everybody knows him. They'll be fair.
Melissa Kirtland is on her way home from Europe. Her father's dead. Now she owns the town.
Well...
Lucy, look, I forgave you for marrying Elmer. But she never forgave Elmer for marrying you. Now, that's why you need a lawyer who can keep the judge and the state's attorney and even the jury on their toes.
Oh, Melissa wouldn't...
Wouldn't what? Oh, Lucy, you're a very sweet and decent person, but you shouldn't judge everyone by yourself. On that jury, you'll have shopkeepers, you'll have farmers. They won't be out to alienate Melissa Kirtland, the richest woman in the county.
But Elmer wasn't himself. Everybody knows he wasn't himself.
It'll be tried before Judge Gary.
Judge Gary is fair and honest.
And Jerry Holt, the DA, would like to run for governor. The Kirtland family has been the biggest contributor to the party.
Phil, I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything. We'll make sure Elmer gets every possible break. I've already engaged a lawyer from New York.
I don't think any lawyer could help.
This one can. She's never lost a case.
She?
Oh, come on now. Are you prejudiced because she's a woman?
Interesting question. When a man faces trial for his life, no one can be closer to him than his attorney. And if the lawyer happens to be a woman, can his wife ever really feel completely at ease? Especially if he's acquitted. It means that the most important thing in his life will have been done for him by another woman. I just bring this up as a bonus. I'll return shortly with Act 2.
This is Howard Cosell introducing the one subject about which I cannot speak with authority, CB Radio, but I'm not alone. Therefore, for everyone who hungers for knowledge, I question General Electric. Their answers make it apparent why GE is expert in CB. Listen to the words of Jim Tillman, GE CB Engineering Manager. Jim, give me one good reason to buy GECB.
Performance, Howard.
A hackneyed phrase. Be specific.
Okay. There's been much speculation that 40-channel units have less power than 23s. However, GE's 40-channel models are engineered for maximum allowable power and exceed FCC guidelines on interference.
Maximum allowable power? Sounds like my good wife, Emmy. But seriously, Jim, it argues persuasively for GECB. Performance, another reason to buy GECB. This is Howard Cosell saying GE. That's more than you can say about any other CB.
When I was a little kid, I didn't worry at all about taxes, but my daddy did. Then, when I graduated from high school, I started to earn money and pay taxes myself. Actually earned enough to take some business courses, and then I opened my own carryout shop. Eventually, that one shop became 14 carryouts, spread all over the city. Well, now I'm retired, and since I'm over 65, I'm eligible for special income tax benefits, like an extra $750 exemption, special provisions when I sell my home, and even a credit for the elderly. The Internal Revenue Service has a free booklet that tells you all about tax benefits for older Americans. Use the coupon inside your tax package to order it. You'll be surprised how much help it'll give you. Sure helped me.
Well, if you say so, Granddaddy.
Yeah, I say so.
The hand, they say, is quicker than the eye. But what, then, is quicker than either? Why, the mind, of course. Mind, eye, and hand. They were designed to work in unison and harmony as a team. But what happens when they seem to be working at cross purposes? Well, obviously, we're in for a great many differences of opinion.
Lucy, this is Miss Adelaide Gordon.
How do you do?
Miss Gordon, Mrs. Baker, Elmer's wife.
Tell me, Mrs. Baker, is your husband innocent?
Well, how would I know that?
I think a woman knows.
Well, according to all the evidence.
We're not concerned with the evidence.
Well, how can you, a lawyer, not be concerned with the evidence?
You think a jury makes up its mind on the basis of evidence?
I would assume so.
No, a jury is made up of human beings. Human beings do not make personal decisions on the basis of facts.
I'm not a big city lawyer, but I would venture to disagree.
Would you?
Well, I think people are more intelligent than they're given credit for.
Permit me, Mrs. Baker. About 12 years ago, you were the most popular girl in this town. You could have had your pick of practically all the attractive and eligible young men.
Well, I wasn't that popular.
You chose Elmer Baker, who had no money and very poor prospects.
I was in love with Elmer.
My point exactly. The most important decision you ever made in your life had nothing to do with facts, evidence, or logic.
Well,
you're not alone. People don't change the habits of a lifetime just because they happen to be sitting on a jury. They'll believe what they want to believe.
But in a court of law, the evidence...
A person sitting on that jury doesn't know what to believe. Maybe he wants to believe Elmer is innocent. But he looks at you. You're his wife. He has to see that belief on your face. Suppose he doesn't.
But there's proof Elmer's guilty. He was there. His fingerprints are on the gun. The best thing for him to do is to admit it and just throw himself on the mercy of the court.
He'll be put away for life. Is that what you want?
No. You have no right to say that to me. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Your feelings are of no importance. Elmer is my client. He becomes the most important person in the world to me.
I don't think that Phil did a wise thing in engaging you.
You don't?
This is a small town. You have a brilliant reputation. People will resent your presence here. They'll feel you're the big city expert here to show up the local talent.
Let's straighten it out, Mrs. Baker. You wouldn't feel this way if I were a man. You're jealous of me.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
He's in desperate trouble. You want to be the one to save him. I have no interest in your husband as a man. I'm considered one of the top 10 trial lawyers in the country. But I won't force myself into this case. I could be on the next plane out of here.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Gordon. You agreed to take the case.
Mrs. Baker can lose it for me. Let the jury see the doubt and indecision on her face, and we don't have a chance.
But we don't have a chance anyhow. The gun, the fingerprints.
Believe he's innocent, Mrs. Baker. Phil Hastings here believes it.
Do you, Phil? Do you really?
Yes.
That's why I accepted the assignment. Because Mr. Hastings is sincerely convinced of your husband's innocence. Mrs. Baker, you know Elmer better than anyone. In your heart. Now forget the gun and the fingerprints and the motive and the opportunity. Do you believe Elmer could commit murder? No. Believe that when you sit in the courtroom. If Bob Kirtland put the squeeze on many people in this town, there could be others with a motive to kill him. Is that true, Mr. Hastings?
Oh, yes.
Let's see if we could trace Elmer's movements. He left home at about what time, Mrs. Baker? Oh, just about 4. And he headed out toward the Kirtland place. How long would it take him to get there?
About half an hour.
No one was at the house except Mr. Kirtland. Now, the next thing we hear about Elmer comes from you, Mr. Hastings.
Yes. About 11:30, I got a call from Sid Bellows. He owns a bar. He said I ought to come down and keep an eye on Elmer. And I went down there. Elmer was pretty far gone. I couldn't reason with him in that state, so I stayed with him till he passed out. Then I took him home.
And what time was that?
What time was that, Lucy? Midnight?
Mm-hmm. Midnight, exactly. I know, because there was a show on the air that had just gone off.
And then what?
I managed to get him to bed. He slept through the night till 7 in the morning when he had to get up to go to work.
He left the house at 4 in the afternoon. At 4:30, he arrived at the Kirtland house. What time did he show up at the tavern?
A little after 5. Sid will confirm that.
How long would it take to get from the Kirtland house to Sid's tavern?
Maybe a half hour.
And he only spent a few minutes with Bob Kirtland. The coroner places the time of death somewhere around 4:30.
Well, I don't know. It just gets worse and worse.
Look, no matter how bad it sounds, Lucy, you just keep believing.
I'll try.
Sheriff, who discovered Bob Kirtland's body?
Bill Howley. She comes in mornings, does cleaning. She got there 8 o'clock. Front door was open, and she kicked something with her foot. She looked down. It was a revolver, a .32 caliber revolver that fired the bullet that killed Bob Kirtland. That's been established by ballistical tests.
Did she pick it up?
She was about to, and then she noticed Bob Kirtland lying on the floor, dead. She didn't touch nothing. She's seen too many murder shows.
And this is the gun that's supposed to have Elmer Baker's fingerprints on it.
Now, I appreciate the fact that a lawyer has to put it that way, ma'am, but it wasn't supposed to have. It did have Elmer's prints on it.
How did you find that out so quickly?
Well, we knew Elmer had gone to see him, so we just did a routine check. We got his prints at the city hall, Elmer's volunteer fireman. I must say, ma'am, I never seen a murder case where there's so much evidence against a man.
How many murder cases have you seen, Sheriff?
Ma'am, I must admit, there you got me.
I would like to see Elmer now, please.
I've heard of you. You mean you're going to defend me?
Yes.
But you must cost a fortune.
I don't come cheaply.
Well, I could never afford to pay you.
My fee is being taken care of.
By whom?
You have a good friend.
Phil. I won't let him.
He's already done it. Let's talk about important things. You, for instance. I understand you go out and get roaring drunk once a year. Why?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I guess because I'm a failure.
In other words, you feel sorry for yourself.
That's right. I wanted to be a writer.
What stopped you?
I'm just not good enough.
And you can't accept it.
I opened a bookshop. I like to be surrounded by great writing.
Well, that should make you happy.
I'm a bad businessman. The only books I sell are those I like to read myself. And consequently...
Your selection is limited.
Yes. Well, things turned bad financially. I had to borrow money from Bob Kirtland. I couldn't pay it back on time.
So you went to see him to ask for an extension.
Yes, that's right.
How did it turn out?
Bad. But I knew it would be bad before I even got there.
How?
You believe in signs, omens?
It depends.
I have this new car.
You were tight for money and you bought a new car?
What could we do? The old one collapsed. You can't live without a car in this town?
Go ahead.
Kirtland's place is across the Mule River.
Yes.
You've got to go over the new bridge to get there. The big steel suspension bridge. I don't even know why I bother telling you this. I mean, it's stupid.
You never know.
Well, they were painting it. They had a crew spraying this green paint on the bridge. Those fellas are supposed to be careful, but I got some paint on the grill of the car.
Paint?
Well, it wasn't much. It was just a couple of drops. But it was just my luck. I knew then things would go badly.
And they did.
I asked Bob for some more time. He said no. Well, we had some words. And I left. Just to go out and tie one on.
Did you kill him?
I don't know.
You were sober at the time, weren't you?
No, I don't know about that either. You see, even to go and talk to Bob Kirtland took more nerve than I've got when I'm sober. So I bought a bottle, and I kept fortifying myself on the way there. As I remember, that was the text of Bob's sermon to me.
Did you kill him?
I must have.
That's not an answer we can work with. Did you kill him?
I don't know. Look, I can't stand the thought of killing. That's how I've been all my life. I'm absolutely unable to take another human life. And yet...
Yes?
Well, there's the gun. How can we explain my fingerprints on that gun?
At this point, we can't. Let's forget it for now. You say you were unable to take a human life.
Yes, I'd sooner die. But...
Yes?
The gun.
What about the gun?
Well, that's it. I can't explain that gun. What was I doing with a gun?
No, wait. Did you have a gun when you went to see Kirtland?
I don't see how. But I remember a gun.
You remember a gun?
Yes.
You remember seeing a gun, carrying a gun, firing a gun?
I just remember holding a gun. There was a gun in my hand.
When?
That day, that night. It's gone from me. I can't really remember what happened. All right, maybe I don't want to remember. What's the difference? The fact is... everything's gone from my memory except that gun. I remember holding a gun.
Slowly but surely, it's coming out. He remembers holding a gun. How would you like to be his lawyer? Miss Adelaide Gordon is supposed to be among the 10 best in the country. She's never lost a murder case. How would you bet now? Well, don't risk your money. You'll get the answer in Act 3.
We know a mover who knows about moving. We're going to a new hometown. He cares about the treasures he's packing. With Allied Van Lines, we're safe and sound. Allied Van Lines, our people care. Poor families choose us to get them there. Moving with Allied Van Lines, the most trusted in the world.
I'm Jack Shang, president of Allied Van Lines. I want you to know that all of the people at Allied have made a personal commitment to make your move go smoothly. Our moving counselors, packers, van foremen, and agents are proud that more families choose Allied than any other mover. They're dedicated and committed to doing the best possible job for you.
Allied Van Lines, our people care. More families choose us to get them there. Moving with Allied Van Lines, the most trusted in the world.
See the yellow pages for the Allied Van Lines agent near you.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, a good feeling. Oh. Yes, it's a good feeling, a good feeling. Have mercy.
Hi, this is Lola Falana. You know, the minimum wage is $2.30 an hour for most non-farm workers. If you're not being paid the minimum wage and you think you should be, then call the nearest wage and hour office today. This message has been brought to you as a public service by the U.S. Department of Labor and this station.
A good feeling, a real good feeling, getting satisfaction every day. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Beware, as long as you live, of judging people by appearances, said a French philosopher. And so, if we must forbear to judge people, how much more vital is it to withhold our judgment of things? Give a man a strong motive to commit murder. Have him present at the scene of the crime. Find his fingerprints on the murder weapon. And now ask yourself this question. Would you rather be the attorney for the defense or the prosecution?
You remember a gun?
Yes, I remember a gun. A revolver.
What do you remember about it?
Nothing. I just remember a revolver. I was holding a revolver in my hand.
Why?
I don't know.
Had you fired it?
I don't know.
Where did you get it?
I don't like to keep saying I don't know, but...
You have to help me. I have to start with something.
But everyone says...
Forget what everyone says. Ask yourself, is it possible for you to kill?
But how did my fingerprints get on that gun?
Let me worry about that.
Let you worry?
If you killed him, then that would account for the fingerprints. You were desperate. You acted in a frenzy. Why did you bring the gun? All right, you brought it to scare him. You never meant to use it. You lost your head, you pulled the trigger. You were so scared, so disoriented, you even dropped the gun where it could be found.
Well, then, maybe that's what I did.
I must know for sure. If you're convinced you didn't do it, then I'll believe you didn't do it. Did you or did you not kill Bob Kirtland?
No.
All right.
I'm not a killer. I don't care how it looks. I didn't do it.
And that's the defense. Phil, we have to talk to her. I'm frightened. She isn't doing anything.
Now, maybe it looks that way, but you don't...
But what? Look, she's supposed to be this big, high-powered lawyer, but she just sits there and nothing happens. The district attorney makes all the points. If I were on that jury...
Lucy, it's possible there are legal issues that she's trying to get certain irregularities reversed by a higher court.
What irregularities?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Is she a lawyer?
At least Lou Ballantyne is well liked in this town.
What can we do?
Talk to her. Maybe she can change Elmer's plea. I mean, this way he's sure to be convicted. I'm sorry. You're dissatisfied, Mrs. Baker. I don't know what to say. It's obvious we're losing this case. Do you believe Elmer murdered Kirtland? Well, no. Do you, Phil?
No.
I don't believe it either. How can I change our defense? It's the truth. Well, why can't we just say that Elmer was seized by a fit of temporary madness, and that's why he killed Bob Kirtland? You'd be asking me to base our defense on a lie. Please, Miss Gordon, I don't know what to think, what to believe. I only know that this way we are just losing.
Can you give us some assurance that your line of defense will be successful, Miss Gordon?
I'm a lawyer. I go with what I believe is the truth. I believe Elmer is innocent, and I have to go down the line with it.
Come in. Oh, wow, good evening, Miss Gordon.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Sheriff?
No, have a seat.
Thank you.
Case isn't going too well, is it?
Between you and me, it could be better.
Off the record. Why'd you take it?
I was impressed by Phil Hastings. He's absolutely convinced of Elmer's innocence. And despite the way Lucy talks, so is she. And when you look into Elmer's eyes, you know he's not a killer.
None of that seems to be going over with the jury.
Well, this jury's different.
That's the truth. They can't afford to acquit against the evidence.
I know about Melissa Kirtland and her influence.
And she hates Elmer.
And that's understandable. She thinks he killed her father.
No, she hated her father. Just 12 years ago, she was crazy about Elmer. That's funny. The richest girl in town falling for the poorest boy. She made no secret of it. She was out to get him. But he turned her down. And she never did forgive him.
He could have married Melissa Kirtland.
Instead, he married Lucy. Lucy was going steady. Well, we thought it was steady with Phil Hastings. Phil took it hard. He got into a pretty bad fist fight. I don't know, I had to break it up. I guess Phil's more of a man than most folks ever give him credit for. He made up with Elmer. They're the best of friends.
I see.
He must have gone into hock to hire you, even though he knew it had to be for a lost cause.
Why do you say it's a lost cause?
Well, you're just the wrong lawyer. Well, now, no offense, now, nothing personal. It's just the way it is.
Please, sit down, Miss Gordon.
Thank you, Mr. Ballantyne.
I must say, this is an honor. The Adelaide Gordon visiting an old country lawyer like myself.
You're much too modest, Mr. Ballantyne. The fact is, I've come for a consultation. Have you been following the trial?
Yes. We've never had anything like it in town.
You're aware of my line of defense?
Yes.
What line would you have used?
Same one. I would have insisted on Elmer's innocence, just as you are.
Why?
For the same reason. I believe in it.
Well, that's my problem, Mr. Ballantyne. You would have the ability to transfer this belief to the jury. Evidently, I don't.
I think you're doing an excellent job, Miss Gordon. The trial isn't over yet.
It is, and you know it.
Well, if we could assume that Elmer did not murder Bob Kirtland, we must ask ourselves the logical question. Who did?
I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
Sometimes there's little difference. You might ask yourself a question. Instead of trying to find out who else may have wanted to kill Bob Kirtland, who might have wanted to kill Elmer Baker?
Kill Elmer?
Well, sending him to jail for 20 years, or life, it amounts to the same thing.
Yes, I see what you mean. Who would want to kill Elmer?
Nobody. I mean, I don't have any enemies.
Think. Who? You never got into a fight with anyone?
No, never.
Well, that doesn't square with what the sheriff told me. He said you and Phil Hastings had a terrible brawl when you took Lucy away from him.
That doesn't count.
Why not?
Phil and I, we were best friends before I married Lucy. And even though we had that very brief flare-up, we've remained best friends ever since.
Go back to the day of the murder.
Oh, again?
Did Phil know you were going to see Bob?
Yes, he disapproved. He said he'd lend me the money to pay part of the note.
And you didn't take it?
I like Phil too much to borrow money from him.
You left the store and went to see Kirtland. You drove all the way out there, and you had to cross the... what bridge?
The Mule River, the big suspension bridge.
And they were painting it.
Yes, that's what lit the fuse. I got this paint spattered on my grill.
Then you had your interview with Bob Kirtland. And from there on, your mind is a blank.
Yes. But maybe I did kill him. Look, you get to be 40, you're headed nowhere. You don't have the ability or the guts to do what you really want.
No, don't even start that line of thought. Right now, we can't afford it. Your Honor, the defense calls Mr. Peter Garrick. Mr. Garrick, on the afternoon of the 25th, where were you?
I was on the Mule River Bridge.
What were you doing there?
I was there with my crew. We were painting the bridge.
Painting the bridge.
Well, we were spraying on the first coat. You know what I mean, the green coat.
Uh-huh. You were there from when to when?
Well, we start in the morning after the rush at 10 o'clock, and we usually quit 4:30 before the night rush.
You were spraying this paint, you say. Cars driving past, they could have caught some of it.
Yeah, maybe a couple of drops. We keep a bucket of turpentine and rags at the end of the bridge and a sign that says, use this to remove any paint that may accidentally...
I know. And you stopped at 4:30.
Yes, ma'am. On the head.
If it pleases the court, it is our contention that Elmer Baker is innocent. However, this leaves a question. If Elmer Baker did not murder Robert Kirtland, who did? At approximately 4:30 that afternoon, someone fired the fatal bullet into Mr. Kirtland's body. But who? It is my contention, and I intend to prove, that Elmer Baker is the victim of a plot. A carefully designed and brilliantly executed scheme that almost worked. The defense calls Mr. Philip Hastings.
Me?
Yes, Mr. Hastings, you. Mr. Hastings, can you account for your movements on the day of the 25th?
Well, do I have to?
Yes, Mr. Hastings, you have to.
I left my apartment after breakfast. I went to my office, which is just down the street from here. I was busy all day. I even had lunch sent in. And then I worked late, and I went home. I brought some work with me. And then at 11, I got a call from Sid Jenkins of Sid's Bar and Grill. He said Elmer was getting a bit hard to handle. So I went there, and I calmed him down and took him home.
At no time, then, during the 25th, did you visit the home of Mr. Bob Kirtland?
Why would I want to?
Please answer.
Of course not.
Then, on the 25th, you had no occasion to cross the Mule River Bridge.
Well, certainly not.
I say you did.
What?
I say you killed Bob Kirtland.
What?
Chancellor, are you charging Mr. Hastings with murder? I am, Your Honor.
On what evidence?
Some years ago, Elmer Baker took Lucy away from Phil Hastings.
And that's why Mr. Hastings murdered Bob Kirtland?
Yes, Your Honor. To make it look as if Elmer did it. Phil never forgave Elmer, and he bided his time.
Oh, that's a lie.
I would appreciate some facts, Counselor.
Phil Hastings saw a sudden opportunity to be rid of Elmer Baker. With Elmer in jail and out of Lucy's life, Phil could once again woo her and this time win her. But he had to maintain the appearance of great friendship. So he followed Elmer to Kirtland's house. When he saw Elmer leave, he went inside, shot Bob Kirtland.
It's a lie!
Your Honor, I shall present the proof in just a moment. He knew Elmer would be staggering drunk. He met Elmer at Sid's bar, took him home, and while Elmer was practically out cold, he made Elmer grasp the butt of the revolver, which is how Elmer's fingerprints came to be on it.
Well, that just isn't true.
After he brought Elmer home, he drove back to the Kirtland place and dropped the revolver on the floor.
What are you trying to do to me?
And there was Elmer, neatly tied up for the killing. But Phil had to make sure. In the ordinary way, Lou Valentine would defend Elmer. Lou, who knows each one of you in this town, who could have convinced you of Elmer's innocence. So Phil decided to make himself appear a great friend by calling in a famous outsider.
Not one word is true.
Counselor, this is all supposition. Are there facts?
Do you still insist, Mr. Hastings, that you did not go to the Kirtland house on the 25th?
I never left this town.
You did not cross the Mule River Bridge?
Certainly not.
Then, Your Honor, I suggest the court moves to the parking lot, where on the right front grille and the left rear panel of Mr. Philip Hastings' car, we will find tiny smudges of the green paint that was sprayed on the Mule River Bridge on the day of the murder.
And they did. They found the tiny incriminating stains of paint exactly where she said they would. You've heard the saying, for want of a nail. Well, here Philip Hastings might lament, for the want of a few drops of turpentine. I shall return shortly.
The 1977 Buick Regal. It comes with Buick's terrific V6 engine. It carries 6 people and lots of Buick comfort. It's lean. It's maneuverable in city traffic. It's the most luxurious mid-sized car Buick builds. Yeah, this new Regal is pretty much everything a car should be. Except for one thing. It isn't yours yet. But it can be. Just see your Buick dealer for a test drive. Soon. Now, a question for the Shell Answer Man.
What's the best all-around tool for keeping a car in good shape? Surprisingly, a pencil. If you keep a written maintenance record, you'll know if you've done all the car care jobs your owner's manual recommends. Preventive maintenance is the best maintenance. Terrific. I'll make a note of that. Learn more ways to help your car last in the 100,000-Mile Book. Look for it in leading magazines or pick up a free copy from a participating Shell dealer. Come to Shell for answers.
You probably don't go to your True Value hardware store just to buy batteries. Hi, Pat Summerall. You probably pick up some while you're there, just because you happen to see them at the checkout counter. But now here's a good reason to go to your True Value hardware store just to buy batteries. Now you can get a 4-pack of Rayovac C or D size batteries for just 77 cents with a coupon from their Super 7 Value Circular. That's 4 C or D batteries for just 77 cents. You might not need batteries right now, but remember those times when you needed your flashlight and the batteries were dead? Or the time you were going to the beach with your portable radio and guess what? No batteries. Those are not the times to go to the store for batteries. Now's the time, while they're on sale. Get a 4-pack of Rayovac C or D size batteries for just 77 cents. That's with a coupon from the Super 7 Value Circular from participating True Value hardware stores. And remember, True Value, that is much more than just a name. It's their way of doing business. By the way, tell them Pat Summerall sent you.
of an opposition. You can do great things, provided you make sure all the little details are taken care of. If you want to commit a murder, make sure you don't leave some little insignificant, tiny, loose end dangling. It can lengthen into a noose. On second thought, don't do it. Our cast included Kim Hunter, Bob Dryden, Carol Teitel, and Nat Polen. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by General Electric Citizen Band radios and True Value hardware stores. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
That killing time is the essence of comedy, just as the essence of tragedy is the killing of eternity. Tragedy, comedy. How can we ever really be sure which is which? After all, didn't Mark Twain say, how comic are our tragedies, how tragic are our comedies? So often, we never know what's expected of us, laughter or tears.
You love this. The expensive clothes, the penthouse apartment, the money, the power. You've been bribed.
That's a lie.
What is this if not graft?
I never took graft in my life. This is all a legitimate part of the job.
You once said you couldn't be had for $1 million. But that was before someone made you the offer. It's different when the money's on the table, isn't it?
Mystery drama, Nickels and Dimes, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Michael Tolan. I'll be back shortly with Act 1. During the day, it's a run-down neighborhood of various repair shops and garages. But at least there is noise, movement, life. At night, the rickety buildings are deserted, silent, almost ghost-like. Hardly a soul may be seen anywhere on the street. An automobile comes slowly down the block. Is the driver lost? Is he looking for something? Someone? The car comes to a stop. A stout, middle-aged man gets out. He carries an attaché case. Suddenly, a tall man steps out of the darkness of the doorway. He holds a revolver.
Police! It's the police! Put down that case, put up your hands.
The stout middle-aged man does as he is told. But meanwhile, as if from nowhere, a third man appears on the scene. He is slim, youthful-looking, and also has a revolver in his hand. Without a word, the third man opens fire. The police detectives tag us, and then falls to the pavement. The third man picks up the attaché case.
Come on, mister. Get behind the wheel of your car. And let's get out of here. You killed a cop. Would you rather I hadn't? Why? I don't like cops. What's in this little valise? Money? Look, in case you got any big ideas, it's payoff money for Big Joe. I never heard of him. He runs the whole South Side. He does, huh? Yeah. I'm one of his collectors. You don't look like a strong arm to me. Oh, look, come on, that stuff went out 10 years ago. Today, you can work like a gentleman. And everyone knows they got to pay off. This tinsmith back there, he didn't have it in this morning, so he said he'd leave it for me in the mailbox tonight. I was just coming by to pick it up. So how much is in here? Well, I can tell you to the penny. It's $9,000. $9,000? Yeah. And in case you got any ideas, you can't get away with it. Because Big Joe will hunt you down wherever you go. You see, he just couldn't allow a thing like this. Why couldn't I get away with it? Who knows me? Who's seen me? Why can't I just knock you off like I knocked off the cop and take off with the dough? Who'd know to look for me? Hey, look, now would you give me a break? I got a wife and I've got kids. Big Joe, huh? He runs the South Side? Oh, yeah, you want to know? He runs the whole town. And he's getting bigger every day. Is that a fact? Well, maybe it's worth $9,000 to get introduced to him. What's your name? Ray. Ray what? The name I'm using this year is Vance. Ray Vance. My man Eddie tells me you knock off the cop. Just like that. Why? I told him I don't like cops. You could also have knocked off Eddie and kept the dough. You'd have been in the clear. Maybe I'm looking for more than $9,000. Where do you expect to find it, huh? I was thinking you might have something for me that pays a lot better. So you want the job, huh? Doing what? Whatever has to be done. Well, I tell you how it is. We don't use rough stuff as a rule. Everything's on a highly organized business basis. Is that so? Yeah. We run quite a few absolutely legitimate enterprises. Now, if you were an accountant, I might have a spot for you. If you're a lawyer, I could put you to work tomorrow. When do I start? I'm explaining the situation. No, you're trying to lower the price. You're not going to let me walk out of here. For all your lawyers and accountants, it's a guy like me that's the guts of an outfit like this. All this legitimate make-believe without a guy like me for the glue. It all comes apart. Maybe I won't have to knock off 2 guys in 10 years. But when you need me, I'm the only answer. The streets are full of guys like you. You sure of that? 500 a week. Guys can make 500 driving a truck. Make it $1,000. You think a lot of yourself, don't you, huh? What do you want? You're $9,000 ahead of the game, right? Shape up 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Who is it?
Ella.
Ella? What do you want?
What do I want?
All right.
What do I want?
Okay, I shouldn't have said it.
You disappear for almost a month without a word. Well, Ray, say something.
I can't say anything right now.
Well, you could have told me you were going undercover.
How did you find out?
I heard on the radio. Barney Smith was gunned down by some hoodlum. I had to take his wife to the hospital.
Oh.
When we got there, Inspector Julian was in the room. He closed the door and explained to us it was a setup. You pretended to shoot Barney Smith while he was arresting one of Big Joe's collectors as a way of getting into the organization. Oh, Ray, you could have told me.
No, I couldn't.
Why?
Because... Look, it's not just another assignment. You know, I've been doing all month. I've been studying, learning, giving myself an intensive course in how to be a hoodlum.
Well, I must say you're acting like one.
You missed the point. It can't be an act. It has to be real. I have to walk, talk, dress, think like a hoodlum. I have to convince a guy like Big Joe that I'm real.
Ray, I'm scared.
He's a genius. Okay, he's an evil genius, the toughest customer in the world to sell. The Federal's got a guy inside his organization once. Big Joe was wise to him in a week. I have to leave everything behind me. I have to lead a new kind of life until we get the evidence on Big Joe. And then it's over.
But what if...
Yeah. What if?
Well, you're not an actor playing a part. Like you say, you have to become a hoodlum. How can you be sure you can come back?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Look, a man can't really go against his basic instincts, the things he believes in. Ella, I have to do this job.
Ray, do you still love me?
The Ray Vance that's a police detective loves you. But the Ray Vance that's now a member of Big Joe's organization, to him you're just some dame that rang the doorbell. And I'm going to dust off.
Ray!
You're part of another world, another life, another way of seeing things, feeling things. And right now you're poison for who I have to be. On account of you, I could get myself killed. You understand? Please try.
All right, Ray. I'll try.
Well, here it is, 8 o'clock. You're right on time.
Time is money.
You read the newspapers?
Only the comics.
It's on the front page. That cop you shot is in the hospital. They think he'll live.
I must be slipping.
No, you hit him in the right place. But the bullet was deflected by his shield. Well, it was a good job, Ray.
But that was yesterday.
The guy's name is Barney Smith. I'm told he's an honest cop.
So what?
I can't understand honest cops.
What's to understand?
Where are you from?
The West Coast.
Is there a record on you anywhere?
No.
How did you manage to stay clean, eh?
Smart.
And lucky?
Mostly smart.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Trying to make a buck?
How? With whom?
How? With a 38. And with who? With nobody. I always worked alone.
Why?
Because I was smart enough to figure out that the things I was after, I could get by myself.
So why did you decide to get a job with me, eh?
Because I've learned something. On my own, I could score, but it would always be nickels and dimes. To make the real dough, you have to be part of an organization. A big organization. Because I got the whole town lined up.
Oh, why my organization?
You're the one everybody talks about. And you're getting bigger every day. It's like investing in one of them growth stocks. Anyhow, here I am.
Yeah, here you are. You'll be back by 1 o'clock. We have to meet somebody for lunch. You ever been in Luzetti's before?
No.
We're meeting Jim Terry. Do you know who he is?
No.
He runs the north side.
And you're going to eat lunch with him?
Why not? We're good friends.
Okay.
I want you to meet him. Yeah. Here comes Jim now. Hey, Jim.
How do you?
Jim, I want you to meet a new associate of mine. Shake hands with Ray Vance.
Ray?
How are you?
Come, sit down. I already ordered your drink, and here it comes. Hey, thank you, Tom. Gentlemen, to good health and happy days. Well, Jim, you asked for this little get-together. What's on your mind, huh?
You've got a couple of guys, Joe, that have to be told where the border is, between the north side and the south.
Why? What do you mean, Jim?
What do I mean? I mean everything. One of your collectors is trying to shake down the stores in Trent Street.
Trent Street?
That's fine, Joe. It is, according to the agreement. So you just keep your collectors, your runners, your pushers, and everybody else to the south of it.
Why are you getting so excited, huh?
I'm not excited.
We got us a good agreement, Jim. We've had peace for 5 years. It's been prosperous times for everybody. Now, we're not going to jeopardize everything just for the sake of one street, are we? Huh? Ray, you want to take care of that?
Sure.
And now, let's order lunch. Well, what did you think of the lunch?
What was I supposed to think?
Why do you think we had it, huh?
He had a beef about you moving in on his territory.
No. Why do you think I brought you along?
You said you wanted me to meet him.
No. I wanted him to meet you.
Why?
He's the best judge of people I know. He took one look at you. His face turned pale. You notice how excited he became when he started to argue? It was all because of you.
Me?
Do you know why? It's because he knows that one day you're going to kill him.
How does he know?
Oh, it's true. You are, one day, when I've got everything in place. When the time is right.
Which means that so far the fruit is still green on the bough. Here we have Detective Ray Vance undercover as a hoodlum and succeeding beyond any reasonable expectation. As a hoodlum, he could kill for his boss. But as a cop, he would have to find a way out of it. Wouldn't he? Well, things will ripen a bit in Act 2 shortly. Everyone, said Mr. Mark Twain, is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anyone. That dark side, that unknown and mysterious part of our innermost being. We may not even be aware of it ourselves. Does any of us know the true nature of the forces that may be raging through our subconscious?
You sent for me, Joe?
Yeah, sit down, Ray.
What's up?
Something that may become a problem, Ray.
Yeah?
I understand some of the boys are going in for freelance stick-ups. Now, this kind of thing can only get the organization into trouble. I want it stopped. You pass the word. You enforce it, huh?
Okay.
Particularly to guys like Eddie.
Eddie?
Don't let that innocent baby face of his fool you. Now, let's talk about you, Ray.
Me?
Yes, for openers. What do you do with all your money, huh?
It just goes.
Where?
Here and there, on this and that.
On what? You're not blowing it on rent. You live in a dump over on 4th Street. Your clothes? You buy a suit in some cut-rate department store. No. It doesn't go on dames. You're not nursing a gambling habit.
Maybe I'm saving it for my old age.
But suppose you don't live that long, huh? It's all been a waste. No, the time has come to take you in hand.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've been waiting for a fellow like you to come along for years. You've got everything I need, Ray. Except one thing. Class. You have to know how to dress, how to live. You have to go to the right places. I found your studio apartment.
Where?
At the Maximilian Towers. The rent's $1,000 a month.
$1,000?
It's 1 week's salary. Come on. 11 o'clock this morning, you show up at Lou Miller's.
Who's he?
He's my tailor. You'll get measured for some suits. Then I'll send you to a place with the right shirts and ties and shoes.
Hey, what do I need it for?
You need it, Ray. Everybody needs it if they want to be somebody. Like you said, till now, all you ever did was nickel and dime jobs, so everything about you was nickel and dimes. You're moving into a new world, Ray. You have to develop a new attitude.
Your secretary said it was okay to pop in for just a minute, Joe.
Oh, it sure is. Millie Morris, I'd like to present my associate, Ray Vance.
Well, how do you do?
Oh, don't you open next week at the Royal Palace in Vegas?
I'm on my way out there now. Oh, I don't want to interrupt anything. I'm sure you gentlemen are busy. I just wanted to pay my respects, Joe.
Oh, I appreciate that, Millie. Oh, maybe we'll catch you opening night in Vegas, huh?
Oh, that would be great. Goodbye, Joe, and thanks for everything. Well, it was so nice meeting you, Mr. Vance.
Likewise.
Goodbye, Millie.
That was Millie Morris, the singer?
We own 51% of the Royal Palace Hotel and 31% of her.
Oh,
that's all part of it, Ray. Class hotels, class acts. You see why we have to be class guys, huh? Don't be late for your appointment with the tailor.
Oh, Joe, come in. Come on in. You want a drink? It's all over there on the sideboard. Help yourself.
What a difference a couple of months can make. Oh, look at you. How you're dressed. How you live. Now tell me, isn't this way better?
Yeah, it's better.
What are you doing tonight?
What do you got in mind for me?
Well, I thought we'd go to the Olympia Club. You know who opens there tonight? An old friend of yours. Millie Morris.
Barney?
Over here, Ray.
Barney. Hey. Old Barney Smith.
It's been a long time, Ray. At least 3 months. The inspector's worried we haven't touched base for too long. Look, we've got to keep connected, Ray. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look at you. The suit, the shoes. Oh, I hate to think what they cost.
Yeah, I know. But I got to dress the part.
Yeah, you sure look it. I might not have recognized you. So, what are you doing for Big Joe? What have you found out so far?
Nothing we didn't know before.
You always knew he had the gambling, loan sharking, drugs. What we need is evidence good enough for the DA.
Yeah, I know.
All the money, before it gets to him, it gets washed, gets legitimized somehow, somewhere. That's what we need to know. You understand, Ray?
Yeah, I understand.
Look, the federal guy who tried to get in there before you said Big Joe has a book. A little red book with all that information in it. Now, a lot of people could go to jail if we could get that book. That's your job, Ray.
Okay.
You know, Ray, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about you. You seem different.
I do?
It's almost like you're a stranger, a guy I don't know.
Well, I guess I find it hard to shift gears. I have to go all out at being Ray, who's with Big Joe. And now suddenly I have to be Ray the cop.
Look, you want me to tell Inspector Julian to take you off it?
Why? Look at how solid I'm in there.
Yeah, must be doing a great job, but maybe it's too much for you.
I can handle it.
It's just, you could get lost in there.
Lost?
Yeah, that's what the psychologists talk about. When you play a role, there's always a danger you can start to identify with it.
Look, who knows me better than you, Barney? I'm first, last, and always a cop. Don't worry about me, Barney.
I've got to.
How's Norma?
No, same as ever. All tied up with the kids, one thing and another. I don't know how she manages on my salary. Listen, have you thought about Ella?
No. I just had to put her out of my mind.
Yeah. But she just can't put you out of hers.
Look, the truth is, it's hard times for any woman who ties herself up with a cop.
Ray, couldn't you just see her once in a while?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
Look, even seeing you sets me back. Because you remind me that I'm a cop. I see things like a cop again. I think like a cop. I react like a cop. I got 45 minutes till I meet Big Joe. 45 minutes to work myself back into being a hoodlum. A $600 suit, $200 pair of shoes, a $90 shirt, but still a hoodlum.
Okay. Just remember your assignment. Get that book. That little red book.
Right on time, as usual, Ray.
You, ready to go?
Well, the show doesn't start till 11. Ray, I decided to double your salary, and that's just the beginning. You know why?
No, why?
Because you're going to earn it. By the end of the year, we knock off Jim Terry. He take over the north side, and we go on from there.
Where?
The sky is the limit. Excuse me. Hold on. It's for you, Ray.
Yeah. Hello, this is Ray. Who? You know it for a fact, huh? Okay, chick, I'll handle him.
What is that, the chick's Colby?
Yeah, I use him.
What for?
Well, you passed the word you don't want any freelancing. So I use Chick and one or two other guys to find out who's breaking the rules. He tells me Jerry and a few pals are going to break into an appliance warehouse tonight.
Can you tie that? You actually have your own little espionage network inside my organization.
The work has to get done.
No, you did enough for one day. Now, it's time for a little play.
Big Joe, Mr. Vance, your result table is all ready. Please, come this way.
Well, thank you, Francois. Ray, I don't have anything small on me. Slip him $10, huh?
Okay.
And here we are. I know you will enjoy the evening. Oh, and thank you very much.
$10.
What did you say?
Who, me? I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. You said $10.
Did I?
Well, is something wrong, Ray?
What could be wrong?
I don't know. There seems to be something different about you tonight.
Different? Like what?
Well, I can't put my finger on it. Yes, I can. You got a little thing for Millie Morris, huh? And you know she goes for you? You can't fool Joe here. It's Millie, isn't it? You got everything else. All that's missing is a dame.
Come in. Oh, hello, Joe. Oh, and, Mr. Vance, is it?
Yeah, we just thought we'd come backstage and let you know how great you were.
Oh, thank you.
And are you doing anything afterward, Millie?
Well, I haven't made any plans.
Well, how about hitting a few of the spots with Ray and me?
Oh, I'd love it.
Look what time it's getting to be.
Oh, the evening's young.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, I just remembered. I have to make some phone calls.
At this hour?
Yeah, to the West Coast. Ray, do you think you could see Millie home?
Yeah, sure.
Well, and if you two will excuse me, good night.
Good night, Joe. Oh, you don't talk much, do you?
I'm not a talkative guy.
Yeah, there's guys like you who say the most. I've been thinking about you since that morning in Joe's office. I don't know why.
I've been thinking about you, too. I don't know why either.
Who do we think we're kidding?
Nobody.
These things happen when you don't look for them. You least expect them.
What are we going to do about it?
You know what we're going to do about it.
That much is obvious. It was Mr. William S. Gilbert who wrote that a policeman's lot is not a happy one. Mr. Gilbert never met Detective Ray Vance. The way it looks from here, Detective Vance may be headed for an unhappy ending. But he's certainly going to have a happy time getting there. And so will we, in Act 3. But if the pretender actually begins to find reality in his make-believe, then it can no longer be considered a pretense. This is obviously the problem of our hero, Ray Vance, seems to be struggling with. He is losing track. Is he pretending to be a cop? Or is he pretending to be a hoodlum?
Darling.
What is it?
I have to go.
Why?
I'm a working girl. I have to rehearse a new routine early in the morning.
I never knew anyone like you.
Well, I never knew anyone like you either.
What's so different about me?
Oh, there's something about you, Ray. It's scares people.
Does it scare you?
No, it fascinates me. You're going places.
What makes you say that?
I can tell by the way Joe tries to handle you. He's afraid of you. You're going to become very rich.
Rich?
Ray, you're going to be worth millions. You're going to have everything a man could ever want.
Including you?
Including me. I'll tell you something. This is the first time for me. I'm not saying there haven't been other guys, but this is the first time I know I'm in love. I don't know how to explain it.
You don't have to. This is the first time for me, too.
I understand you and Millie are an item, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, Ray. She's good for you. There's been a change in you. You don't seem so nervous anymore. You want to hand me my jacket, please, Ray? I need my keys in the pocket. Thanks. I got a little notebook here, which I keep track of all these transactions, but it's okay. We can talk while I write. Anyway, as I was saying, Ray, you don't seem to be so nervous anymore. You look like you're settled, like you've made up your mind.
Yeah, I've made up my mind. I'll be with you in a second, honey. Ella.
Well, I guess I'm not the honey you were expecting.
Listen, Ella, I told you...
Well, aren't you going to ask me to come in?
I told you that for the length of this assignment, I don't...
If she shows up, she won't mind. How could I hope to compete with her? I'm kind of a dowdy little school teacher, and she's one of the most glamorous and beautiful entertainers in America. Oh, quite a place. I would say it's light years away from the flat on 4th Street. And I was stupid enough to believe that you were happy there with me.
Look, Ella, you don't understand.
Do the honest thing, Ray. Resign from the department.
What do you think you're saying? Look, Ella, let me set you straight.
How can you resist her?
What, are you telling me you're jealous?
Ray, remember what we talked about 4 or 5 months ago? The pretense could become real because you would have to suppress your basic instincts and beliefs and develop a whole new set of values. Well, it's happened.
No, that isn't true.
You love this, Ray. Expensive clothes, the luxurious apartment, the money, the power, the whole lifestyle. You've been bribed. This is graft. How you used to rail against other cops who took it.
I was never on the take in my life. You can't accuse me of that.
Oh, poor Ray. You always saw yourself as straight and incorruptible, and that's because you were never tested. I remember once you said you couldn't be had for $1 million, but no one had ever offered you $1 million. It's different when the money is on the table, isn't it? And then, of course, we have Millie Morris.
Leave her out of it.
How can I leave her out of it? She's part of the bribe, isn't she? Millions of men want her, and you've got her. But could you keep her if you were only a detective 1st grade?
Look, you don't understand. I'm on a job.
You could finish that job tonight. You have to pick up a certain notebook.
What do you know about it?
It's true. That book has to be available and accessible to Big Joe at all times, which means it has to be in his office. Now, you have access to that office. What are you waiting for?
Things are not that simple.
Oh, I didn't come here to argue. It's just that you were in love with me at one time, or I thought you were. And I wanted to let you know how I feel. Assuming that you care.
I care. I care, Ella. It's just that nothing like this ever happened to me before. All my life it was nickels and dimes. And now suddenly... But you're right. You're right about everything. Look, I'll come through. Just have faith in me.
The question is, do you have faith in yourself? I think I'd better go now.
Ella.
Yes? Goodbye, Ray.
Yeah, hello. Chick? Who did? Eddie. He asked you to help him do a break-in on a jewelry store tonight? Yeah, what time? Where? Okay. Look, play along with him. But don't show up.
I got here as soon as I could, Ray.
How are you, Barney?
Well, me? I'm great. How are you?
Look, tell Inspector Julian we're making progress.
Good.
We should have this thing buttoned up soon.
Terrific.
It's been a tough assignment, Barney. But I've got it all straightened out now.
Inspector Julian will be tickled to hear it. He's been worried about you.
I've been worried about myself.
But you're okay now?
Yeah. I'm okay now.
Good. Call me when you're ready for the kill.
Oh, wait. I almost forgot. I can give you a tip. Strauss's Jewelry on Havermeyer and Walnut. There's going to be a break-in entry at 11 o'clock tonight.
I'll have a little reception committee.
Strange the way these things work out. You know who the punk is? Eddie Correll.
The one I was supposed to collar before you staged a phony safe.
Yeah. And this time he's all yours. Just be careful.
I'm always careful.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Well, I let myself in with my key.
Oh.
Well, are you going to stand there? Aren't you going to kiss me? What is it, Ray?
Nothing.
No, Ray, there's something the matter.
I was just surprised to see you, that's all.
Surprised?
Yeah, I thought you'd be rehearsing.
Oh, I should be, but suddenly I was seized with this overwhelming, irresistible urge to see you. Have you hold me in your arms?
Millie, I want to talk to you.
You mean you'd rather talk to me than hold me?
Millie.
Darling, every now and then you always appear to be troubled. Oh, put your arms around me, Ray. Can't you tell me what you're fighting against?
What am I fighting against? I must be crazy. What I almost did. What I was almost going to do. Hey, wait a minute. Let me turn on that hi-fi. And let's open a bottle of that champagne. Come over here, Millie. All right, just a minute.
Ray, I waited for her to leave. I didn't want to just barge in.
How do you know she was here?
Well, her car was parked at the curb. I came here to tell you something.
Okay, come inside. But I know what you're going to tell me.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you're going to sing the same song, different lyrics, maybe.
You're sure that's what I've come to tell you?
What else? But before you say a word, let's cut it short. Look, you said this thing could change me. You remember that?
Yes.
Well, you were right. It did. I changed. I'm not the same Ray I used to be. You can see that.
Yes.
You said I'd never been tested. It's true. I never was. Well, I'm willing to face it. I can't pass the test.
I see that.
But I want you, of all people, to understand it. To know why.
Is that important?
Yes. You and I, Ella, we were born, we were raised, we grew up in a slum. What do we know about having money that didn't have to pay today's bills or go into the bank to wait for tomorrow's? Well, I don't want any more of that. See, I want this. What you see.
I know that.
Well, if you know it, why did you come here to lecture me again? Look, I'm going to resign from the department.
I know that, too.
Then what are you doing here?
I thought I would tell you the news.
What news?
About a very dear friend of yours and mine.
Who?
Barney Smith.
What about Barney Smith?
He's dead. He was killed last night at 11 o'clock.
Barney?
He was on a stakeout with, Artie Connors and Fred Hale. They had a tip. A jewelry store was going to be broken into. Well, they cornered the crook, but he fired a shot at them. One shot. But it killed Barney instantly. Fred and Artie fired back, and the hoodlum is dead, too. It's any consolation.
Barney's dead?
Yes, Ray. Barney's dead.
We went to the academy together. I was best man at his wedding. I'm godfather to Barney Jr.
I'm so sorry.
Why am I standing around here? I got work to do.
You're late this morning. Why, you have a rough night?
Yeah.
Why did I say rough? I should have said busy. Say, what's different about you this morning? I mean, look at you. Where did you get that suit?
Morrison's.
Morrison's downtown department store?
They were having a sale. I picked up the shirt and the shoes, too.
Ray, what's the gag?
There's no gag, punk.
What did you call me?
I'd like to knock you right off that $1,000 leather chair. But you'd probably holler police brutality.
Police?
Keep your hands where I can see them. Don't press any buttons or go for the phone. I'll pick it up.
You're a cop. You can't be a cop.
Detective, first grade, Raymond Vance, at your service.
I must be going crazy.
Sit still. Hello, Inspector Julian. It's Ray. Send a squad car over to Big Joe's. We can bring him in now.
Do you think you can arrest me?
I'm doing it.
What charges?
I can fill a book. Let's just say drug dealing, loan sharking, bribery.
Now I know you've lost your mind.
You are not required to make any statements. Anything you say may be used against you.
You couldn't make a single one of those charges.
I haven't finished reading you your rights.
You think it hasn't been tried? Nobody, not the city cops, the state prosecutor, the federal, could ever get anything on me.
Is that a fact? Well, this time we have everything we need. In your own handwriting, too.
Hey, what are you...
The drawer. You notice the lock's been broken? The book, the little red book is gone.
The book? How did you know about the book?
You told me.
How much?
For what?
For the book.
It's not for sale.
Yes, it is.
I'm turning it over to the department.
You're selling it to them. Your salary is the way they pay you for it.
Have it your way.
I offer you $1 million cash for that book. And what are they going to give you? Nickels and dimes.
I guess I'll take the nickels and dimes. After all, didn't you once say I was a nickel and dime guy? But you don't have to worry about money anymore, Joe. Here comes your free ride.
And it was a long, long ride that led finally to a long, long term in prison. We hear about those people who have an identity crisis, and we wonder why. What is identity anyhow? Actually, and literally, it means the quality of being the same. But the same as what? Can everyone be the same today as he or she was yesterday? Judged by this standard, everybody goes through an identity crisis every day. Except, perhaps, most of us don't know it. I know I'll be back shortly. Our story is called Nickels and Dimes. And what are nickels and dimes? Small change, which happens to be what most of us are in this world. Nickels, dimes, quarters. We give life its jingle. We operate the machinery. Small change, small potatoes, small beer. Early in the game we find our place. And so many of us who struggle so hard to...
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. You know that phrase, killed in the line of duty? It's one of the saddest epitaphs to those who lay their lives on the line. A guard, a night watchman, a cop who was shot while on duty. You've seen the photographs in the papers of a long line of policemen standing in sorrow at the funeral of a buddy. Have you looked closely at the expression on their faces? I might be next, it says. Yet, they do their job every day, every night, to make our lives safer.
They didn't believe me. The judge, the jury. I was there. It wasn't George who pulled the trigger. He was with me in the cabin. It was Rudy, my brother, who killed your detective.
Yeah, that's what you said in court.
George didn't kill that man. I swear it. Now, why would I say things against my own brother? Accuse him of the murder if it wasn't so.
Maybe because you love George Collins.
Our mystery drama, The Missouri Kid, based on an actual documented historic case, was dramatized especially for Mystery Theater by James Agate Jr. and stars Lloyd Battista. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. I'll be back shortly with Act One. It was in all the newspapers of the time. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch headlined the robbery, Memories of the Missouri Bandit Days. Today, through the miracle of radio, we can turn to that story and actually hear it happening. It is 3 days after Christmas, 1902. 55 miles out of St. Louis, about an hour past midnight, two men ride into the little town of Union, Missouri, and head for the Union Bank on Main Street.
Stand in that doorway opposite the bank, George. If someone moves, shoot.
Nothing I like better, Rudy. I got a belt full of bullets.
I ought to have this piggy bank busted wide open in 5 minutes flat. Hey, got your crowbar? Got it. I sleep with it. Hand me the nitro. It's in your saddlebag.
Here you be. Now, blow, Rudy.
I sure aim to.
Hey, what's going on down there, Sheriff? Someone's just blown up the bank. Well, I'm going to give him a blast.
Come on, Rudy. Hurry, will you? The whole town's waking up.
Hold the horses still. Those hicks can't hit anything. Help me load these money bags on the horses.
Hey, someone just put 2 holes in my hat.
Now, there's the second bag. Keep your back, George. Do I have to tell you everything? Grab this bag, will you?
Hey, now how many hands you think I got?
Lucky. Most of the money's in bills, not silver. That's it. 5 bags full. Now let's get out of here before their aim gets better. Come on, get up there.
Sheriff? Hey, Sheriff, they're gone. Look at all that smoke coming out of the bank. Now, someone get the fire department. Looks like the bank's on fire. Well, do something, somebody. The Union Bank's just been blown up.
Mr. Pinkerton, we just got a wire from the American Bankers Association. 2 men blew open one of their banks the night before last and got away with $28,000.
Who is the law there?
Oh, Tom Birch. He's the sheriff of Union.
Any word from him?
Well, phone there. He's been sick for a week, so nobody's made up a posse.
And the robbers got away. Are they sure there were only 2?
Yep. And made a mess of Main Street between them.
All right, CJ, it's your case. Find those 2 robbers and find them good.
Not fast.
Yeah. Find them good. and fast.
Sheriff Tom Birch.
You're looking at him.
Well, I'm C.J. Schumacher. The Pinkertons have assigned me to the Union Bank robbery.
Oh, glad to hear it. We're still cleaning up the glass and picking bullets off Main Street.
Yeah, we heard in St. Louis there was quite an exchange of gunshots hereabouts.
They rode out of here like there was hellfire behind them.
Anybody in town see him?
Oh, sure. Let me see now. Well, there was Frank.
You know where I can locate him?
Oh, I expect he's at work. He's the blacksmith, Frank Tilley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I spoke with him on the telephone.
Well, he'll help you. He's a good man.
I brought a parcel of pictures of known bank robbers who operate around these parts, and identification is essential.
Sure is. So you think it was the work of professionals?
Oh, without a doubt, Sheriff. Only pros know how to handle nitroglycerin.
Yeah. You go see Frank Tilley. Tell him I said he'd better cooperate with you Pinkerton fellas.
Mr. Tilley? Frank Tilley?
Huh? Oh, yeah. What is it?
Well, I'm C.J. Schumacher of the Pinkerton Detective Agency.
Oh, about those bank robbers.
Yeah, well, if you're busy, I'll come back later.
No. Let's head for these barrels over here. Set yourself, Miss Schumacher. What can I tell you?
Well, I brought this satchel full of pictures I'd like you to have a look at. What we at the agency call our rogues gallery. Mugshots of every outlaw, professional, trained, and bank robber we ever had dealings with. Now, if you just have a look...
Oh, I don't have to. The man was wearing a mask. I never did get a good gander at him. But the other one, I saw him right clear.
Oh, that's fine.
There's a gas lamp right outside the bank where they had the horses hitched, and son of a gun, if it just didn't blow out. I seen him come out of the bank and all that smoke blown, and he's loading up the horses with the bags of money. I recognize him straight off.
Well, who was he?
Bill Rudy Rudolph. Know him anywhere.
Rudy Rudolph. The Missouri Kid.
That's the one.
The Missouri Kid. Yeah, he'd pull a job like this. Well, you don't happen to know where he's been living these days?
Up in the Standings, as far as I know. He's got a cabin there. His sister's place, actually. She's a real nice girl, Nellie Rudolph. But she could never do anything with him. You know, Rudy's a real tough hombre. You don't aim to go there and take him along, do you?
Well, that's what I aim to do.
You Pinkerton fellas have all the excitement. Well, sir, I hope you get Rudy. He sure has been needing the comeuppance for many a year.
So I hear tell. Well, it's about time somebody laid a hand on his shoulder and cuffs on his wrist. My name's C.J. Schumacher.
What do you want?
Hi there. Who are you?
What business is it of yours?
Shut up, Butch. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like I knocked on the wrong door.
How do you know? Who'd you want?
Well, first off, I want a friendly hello, and, well, I think I come to the wrong house for that. Sorry, ma'am.
What do you mean I'm unfriendly?
Well, I've been hunting all day, and I had me the worst luck any hunter could have. So the last thing I need right now is someone who's suspicious. So long, ma'am.
Now, wait. I'm sorry. It's the nature of us around here. Were you looking for someone?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of lost, and I'm hungry, and what I was looking for is to buy some supper.
Oh, well, just a minute. Say, there's a hunter outside. He wants to buy some supper. Should I let him in?
A hunter?
Yeah.
You sure?
Well, pretty sure. He ain't no city dude by the looks of him.
What do you say, George?
Well, why not? I'm getting stir-crazy with just you two to look at. Wouldn't mind seeing another face.
What if he's the law?
I sure wouldn't want to be the law stepping in here all alone.
Okay, now. Tell him you'll make him some supper.
Sorry to keep you, Miss... what'd you say your name was?
Schumacher.
Oh. I'll never pronounce that. I had to ask my brother and his partner.
Well, is it all right for me to buy some supper?
Well, I'll wrestle you up something. It'll cost you 50 cents.
Done. I sure couldn't cook myself any decent grub for that. Ma'am, that was mighty good. I'm always partial to a stew made of a ham knuckle bone. Mighty tasty. Would you oblige me one more thing?
Well, that's all we got.
Oh, no. I don't mean any more food, ma'am. I'd like to know your name, that's all.
What for, mister?
Well, if this is your wife, no harm meant. Only when folks treat me right, I want to thank them by the name.
Well, she ain't my wife. She's my sister. And her name's Nellie.
Wife or sister, she's a mighty fine cook. Mind if I sit a while? I've been 20 miles today with no luck.
Hold on now. Well, what are you reaching for your gun for?
Well, force of habit, I guess. Are you the brother of this gentleman?
He wants to know a lot about us, doesn't he?
Oh, just trying to be friendly, make conversation.
We don't make much conversation out here, and if you really want to be friendly, mister, I suggest you take those shells out of your shotgun.
Oh, why, sure.
It makes me nervous.
Oh, glad to oblige. Those shells didn't do me much good today, I tell you.
Would you like some canned fruit? We got some canned peaches.
Sure would round things off to have something sweet. Mighty good of you, Miss Nell. I appreciate that.
So the hunting's not too good today, huh?
The whole day's been a bust. I fired this jackrabbit, see? Then I go up and take a look for it, and there's this trail of blood. And I think to myself, well, now there's too much blood for a jackrabbit. Maybe I hit a bear.
Ain't no bears in these parts.
Well, maybe a deer.
Could be a deer.
Here's your fruit.
Oh, thanks, miss. Well, sir, I hadn't shot no animal. Somebody been making a campfire, left this canned tomatoes, and I plugged it. Scored a bullseye. Knocked it clear off the ground 50 feet, leaving a trail of tomatoes. Well, well, I think I'll be moseying along now. And, well, thanks very much for the meal.
Hold on, mister. You just sit back and relax. Why, you ain't touched those peaches Nellie brought you. Now, that's not nice. Not friendly-like. Eat up. I got a few questions I'd like to ask you myself. George, hand me that pistol. I'd just like to have it in my hands here while I'm talking to this here gentleman.
C.J. Schumacher, the Pinkerton operative, sat back in the kitchen chair in that out-of-the-way cabin, his own shotgun empty, the bullets jingling ineffectively in his pocket. He faced a loaded pistol and two of the most wanted outlaws in America, the Missouri Kid and his partner, George Collins. C.J. wasn't sure the other man was George Collins, but he was pretty certain that if he didn't come up with the right answers, they'd kill him without a second thought. I'll be back shortly with what happened in Act 2. C.J. Schumacher, the operative for that great private detective agency, the Pinkertons, was tracking down the desperados who had robbed the Union Bank of Union, Missouri. He had inveigled himself into their hideout by pretending to be a hunter who wanted some supper. Unquestioningly, the two men who sat watching him eat were the men he was seeking. Now, the problem remained how to get away alive so that C.J. could return with an armed posse.
You had much book learning, friend?
Who, me? Book learning? Yeah, you mean did I go to school?
Well, folks do. Now, I went to school. Didn't do me no harm.
Oh, sure, I went to school when I was little.
You, done much reading, Mr. C.J. Schumacher?
Reading? Oh, well, some.
Mm-hmm. He means if you see a handbill for a wanted man, can you read it?
Where would I see that?
Oh, anywhere. In a post office or a bank, for instance.
Oh, not me. I don't write letters, and I don't get letters. Well, I think I'll be moving along. Miss Nellie, here's your 50 cents. Thank you for a right good spread. Oh, made up for my disappointment hunting today.
Well, goodbye, Mr. What was that name again?
C.J. Schumacher.
Schumacher. You're not from around here?
Well, not far. Not far, but it'll take me a couple hours to get back. Well, good night, folks, and thank you. Mr. Pinkerton, I came just as fast as my horse could get me here to St. Louis.
Welcome back, C.J. Your brother Danny was getting a little worried about you.
It's about time Dan learned worrying is something an operative just doesn't have time to do. But I have to admit to you, I was a little fussed a while back. I was having me a bite to eat with the Missouri Kid and his sister Nellie Rudolph and the kid's partner, who I think may be George Collins. I'm sure it's them who did that Union Bank job. So I'm planning to go back to Union tonight. Get up a posse and haul them in.
I wish we could, C.J., but we've got no prima facie evidence against Rudy. One man recognizing him across the street under a gas lamp is not enough. I read your report.
Yeah, what about that old torture robbery charge? Remember that old couple, the Hollises? Rudy and some other gun boy tortured the old man and woman with hot pokers to make them tell where they'd stashed money. Turned out there wasn't any.
Ah, that's the answer, C.J. You find your sheriff, swear out the warrant, and get going. Oh, by the way, your brother Danny wants to know if he can go along with you.
Well, tell him he'd better stay in St. Louis and help mind the store. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll find him more useful than me. Sure. I got your guns cocked.
Sure have. So the rest of the posse right behind us. Sorry, all I could round up was 3 men.
Well, we're getting closer now. Yeah. Tell the boys to slow up.
Hey, take it easy, boys.
Now, around the back of this clump of trees, there's a shack. It's the Missouri Kids.
I'm hit, CJ. Help me, give me a hand. I'm falling off.
I got you, Sheriff. Hold right now.
Let's get out of here. CJ, what is it?
I got a couple of bullets in the stomach. If you can't stay and fight it out, go on. Go on, leave me. I'll get away. Don't wait for me.
Shut up, Butch. You heard me. Shut up. Well, what have we here? Our old friend, the jackrabbit hunter. Riding up here with a sheriff and a posse? Now, that wasn't a very nice thing to do, friend. After all that good grub you ate at our table? Well, I tell you what I'll do. You seem to be hurt bad and in lots of pain. Why don't I make it easy for you and put you out of your misery?
Mr. Pinkerton.
Yes, Danny. What do we got there?
A telegram. They killed my brother.
Give that to me. Regret to inform you we have recovered body of C.J. Schumacher killed in gunfight with Bill Rudolph and unknown assailant. Oh, Dan, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I want you to call the staff, all the local officials of Union, and from Stanton, too, right now. I want them all here in St. Louis as soon as you can get them together. The world's not big enough to hide C.J.'s murderer. We'll get whoever it was if we have to keep looking for him as long as I live.
Oh, Mr. Pinkerton, assign me to the case. I want to pick up where C.J. left off.
All right, Danny, you've got it. Now, you round up everyone you can. When I've laid out instructions for a manhunt from here to California, then you can pick up the trail.
I'm going back to that shack where they were hiding and see what I can find.
see, Mr. Schumacher, when we come back to find your brother's body, the shack was empty. They'd all pulled out. You know, CJ was killed saving my life. That's how it was. He put me back on my horse when I got shot. He was one brave fella.
Well, as far as you know, Sheriff, no one's been back here since?
Nope. Oh, we've been watching in case any of them do. But they lit out and took everything with them.
What a mess.
Yeah. He went over this shack with a fine-tooth comb to try and find the money they stole from the Union Bank.
You found nothing?
Not a red cent. What do you expect to find in all that trash on the floor, Mr. Schumacher?
Evidence?
Evidence of what?
Anything, Sheriff. Where they're going, where they've been. Like this. This medicine bottle, for instance. See what it says on the label? Brewer's Pharmacy, Hot Springs, Arkansas. That might be some evidence. Yeah, I'm going to roll up my sleeves and take a look inside this stove. Maybe they burned something valuable.
You're going to get yourself mighty dirty cleaning out that stove, Mr. Schumacher.
You know, I expect before this manhunt is over, I'll have more than cinders and soot on my hands.
Well, is there anything I can do?
No, thanks, no, Sheriff. Now, maybe...
You find something?
Huh? It just may be.
That little piece of burnt paper, what is it?
Somebody's handwriting.
So it is. Pretty fancy handwriting. You don't see much of that around.
Yeah, that's just what I'm counting on. Tracking down those fancy curlicues might help us quite a lot.
Can you find out what's written there?
Don't have to. Just find who wrote it.
I don't care what you say, Danny. Evidence that'll stand up in court, that's what you must have, proof.
If I could have my way, Mr. Pinkerton, those two would be hanging from a lamppost, not hanging around in court.
Danny, that's not the way our operatives should think, and you know it.
I'm sorry, I just don't feel like a lecture now. Who brought in the evidence? Good evidence. The pharmacist in Hot Springs made positive identification. There were two men who went in for that prescription. One was Rudy, and the other George Collins. Now, I myself checked every boarding house in Hot Springs and come up with a name on a boarding house register that matched exactly the fancy handwriting on that piece in the stove. Well, look at this. Army records. Description. Collins was a company clerk with Company M, 35th Infantry. Now, his handwriting was so good. Look, samples. Now, don't tell me I don't have enough evidence and reports.
Where do they say Collins is now?
Hartford, Connecticut. Now, I've got our Connecticut operative trailing him right now.
But where's Bill Rudolph, the Missouri kid?
That I don't know.
Can't you see, Danny, it's better if we wait until the two join up and then haul them in together. Now, you take Collins alone with that slim handwriting evidence, he'll get himself a smart lawyer and be out before you can say mouse.
So you're saying wait, is that it? Wait? Well, I ain't going to. I'll take my chances and pick them off one by one.
That's vigilante talk, Danny, not law and order.
Well, maybe so. Due process of law is too slow for me. So, Mr. Pinkerton, I ask you to accept my resignation. Whatever I do, I'll do on my own hook.
Well, I'm sorry you want to quit us, Danny.
You don't seem to understand. This is not just another case to me. Those two murdered my brother.
I know that, Danny. But are you talking about justice? Or revenge? Danny Schumacher.
Mr. Pinkerton, what are you doing here in Hartford?
Oh, just watching you, Danny, standing outside this saloon.
Oh, yeah, but why are you here?
I thought I'd see how you were getting on.
You've been following me?
An old habit I got into. What are you up to, Danny?
Well, I'm handling this on my own like I said I would.
I don't know if you know it, son, but once you're a Pinkerton man, the only way to get out of the agency is horizontally. Or get fired. Well, you're not dead. and I don't remember firing you.
You mean I can't quit?
That's about the size of it. So I've come to Hartford to give you a hand.
Oh, Mr. Pickerton, that's great. Listen, it's turning out like you want it. Collins is in there right now, buying drinks for the house. You should see him. Dressed fit to kill.
And Rudy?
He's in there with him. He came into town today, and they're having a high old time in that saloon.
What are we waiting for, then? Let's just see if they come along peaceably like innocent citizens, or if they want to put up a fight.
Let me hear that sound of popping corks. Yeah. Who wants some champagne? Anybody wants whiskey, step up to the bar. It's on me.
You were right, Danny. I'd never recognized those two by their clothes.
Like city swells.
All right, you whiskey bums. Champagne first and then a chaser.
You ready, Danny?
Gonna take him now?
When Rudy reaches into his pocket and starts counting money, you aim a couple of times at the ceiling.
Hey, how about some more champagne, Rudy?
Yeah, bartender, bring us another case of it. Here's $100.
It's a hold-up.
All right, reach, everybody. Send those arms up to the sky. You too, Rudy, and you, George.
It's the cops. It's Pinkerton men.
Wait till I get my hands on you, Rick. Get off of me. Get your hands off. You're joking me.
That's
what I aim to do.
Hands high, George.
Okay. You got me. My hands are up.
All right, try these on for size.
You don't have to handcuff me. I said I'd go quietly.
Just in case you get any fancy ideas, George Collins, you're under arrest.
Hey, will somebody get this big lug off my chest?
Nice work, Danny. Pull the kid's hands up over his head.
Let me get up, will you, somebody?
By all means. Let him up, Danny. All right, everybody. Back to the bar. We've got the only two we came for.
I don't know what you think you're doing. You got nothing on us.
Well, we'll see. Oh, Danny, I don't believe you two have been formally introduced. Danny, this is Rudy Rudolph, otherwise known as the Missouri Kid. We have a little torture robbery warrant outstanding for him. And George Collins, I think you know. And my partner, gentlemen, is Dan Schumacher. That last name mean anything to you?
Nope. Schumacher.
Shut up, George. You don't know nothing. Dan Schumacher is C.J. Schumacher's brother. C.J., Rudy. The man you shot in cold blood. Do you remember now, Rudy?
In a Hartford boarding house where Rudolph and Collins were staying, they found almost $9,000 from the Union Bank. The bank robbers were taken back to the town of Union, Missouri, arraigned on murder and robbery charges, and held without bail. But these two lawless men had not given up, as we shall find out when I return shortly with Act 3. Never ceased to amaze William Pinkerton. In writing about the case of the Missouri Kid, he says that once Rudy Rudolph was in prison, women not only in St. Louis but all over America made him their hero, wrote him letters, sent gifts, stood outside the prison walls just to be near him. Strange, the fascination of this cold-blooded murderer.
All right, you guys, in twos. March by twos. Once around again in the yard for exercise. Charlie Hopper, move on along. You two, Gatsby, move on. Nobody talks. No one talks.
George, right behind you, Rudy.
This crummy jail's too small to hold us.
They searched me good in St. Louis. I couldn't stash a file the way I did in Denver.
No file, huh?
Not even a toothpick.
You better get one.
I asked the guard if Nellie could pay us a visit. He said he'd ask the warden.
What is this, a tea party? You heard me. No one talks. You the exceptions around here? Well, you may be the Missouri Kid, but in here you do what you're told. And you're told no talking.
It's all my fault, guard. I was just telling Rudy I asked you yesterday if his sister Nellie could come see us on visiting day. And honest, that's all I was telling him.
Yeah, all right. You got some rights, and I recognize that.
George, how's Rudy? I thought, seeing as how I'm his sister, I'd be visiting him.
You're lucky they let you see me. Pinkerton phoned the warden and said if they couldn't put on an extra heavy guard to put Rudy in solitary. He's afraid he'll escape.
That Pinkerton's a mind reader.
Easy. I think that guard is listening. Oh. You mean really, honest? You got all that fan mail for Rudy? All those letters? Well, here, let me smell one of them. Wow, perfume. Hey, guard, you want to smell these letters? Can I take them? Perfumed letters for the Missouri Kid.
Yeah, I guess you can have them. I don't think a gun could fit in a letter.
You're right. Nell, you're a wonderful kid. And we'll do what we have to do.
You haven't much time. George, they've announced the trial date.
Oh, don't worry. When that trial comes up, we'll be reading about it in the Arkansas newspapers.
Arkansas? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Indian territory.
Yeah.
Like last time. The only safe place to hide out.
Oh, George, I'll miss you so.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
Say, am I crazy or do you like me?
Oh, don't you know that, George?
One more minute. Visiting hours are over.
Don't I know that?
Well, how I feel about you all these years.
Well, all these years Rudy and I have been together, to me, you were like a kid sister.
Oh, well, look at me, George. I'm 18. Do I look like a kid sister to you now?
Well, no, you, I can't say that you do. In fact, you look real good to me now.
Do you know what I'm hoping?
No.
That's all, folks. Will all the visitors please rise and form a line to the door?
That everything will turn out all right. That you'll get out and then go straight, George, for us.
Keep moving.
I thought you were in solitary. They only had one cell, and it was occupied. Said they put me in there after the 4th of July. Did you, get the fan letters? Yeah. And what was in them? Yep.
Hey, you. No talking. You heard me. Keep moving.
Listen, I got to talk to you. Yeah, where? I'll find you in the mess hall. Keep a place on the bench next to you. I'll bring my tray over. No kidding, Rudy. You got it all cased out? You know that top tier? There's a skylight over it. Now, it's up through the skylight, over the roof, and out. Cassidy, he works in the warden's garden. He gave me the angle of the roof slant. Then, across the chapel roof, down into the warden's backyard, and from there, right into St. Lou, and we can get lost in the traffic. What time you picked out? After the roll call at 12. In the afternoon, about 3. The streets in the city will be crowded then, you know. Okay. Now, when? Guess what big holiday's coming up? The 4th of July. A lot of guards will be off duty. I'll have my door filed and ready to go. I tried it already. It cuts like butter. I just got to figure out how many steps from my cell to the top tier. And then, how far from there to the skylight. Well, what about me? You've got the only file. How do I get out of my cell? You won't even be in it. The morning of the 4th, you'll have an attack of appendicitis and be screaming with pain. You'll be in the infirmary. I can feel that appendicitis coming on right now. Here. They'll slip some money in those fan letters. Now, you take it, all of it. You pay off a bunch of the guys to start a fight at the far end, the other end, from the skylight in the prison hall. Now, remember, 3 o'clock, the afternoon of the 4th, sharp. Can't you see those dumb guards thinking there's a riot running over there? I figure that'll give us just about enough time that we'll need to break out. On the 4th of July, too. Boy, what a day to celebrate on.
Come on, get some of those cars moving up here. We got a riot.
Hey,
George, you with me?
Right behind you, Rudy. They took my clothes away in the infirmary. All I got is this nightshirt.
Okay, now grab a hold of these girders and follow me. Now I'm going to swing my legs up and smash that glass skylight. Okay, let's go. Come on, George. Take my hand. Now go on. I'll hold you. Now, up you go.
I don't think I can make it.
Oh, sure you can. That's it. Now, climb along the roof behind me. Okay. Now watch your step. They haven't any idea we're gone.
Which way now, Rudy?
Over here at the edge. Now, from this roof to the chopper roof. Ready?
That's 50 feet. I'll never make it.
Oh, cut it out. It's only 20.
You say. Oh, you go, Rudy. I can't make it.
Oh, come on.
I can't.
What are you, scared of high places?
Yes, I always have been.
Well, all right. So long, George. Now, listen. If anybody comes through that skylight, you just hold them off long enough till I'm out of sight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Kid! Oh, Rudy! Look at that! You're hanging upside down. What are your feet caught on?
Oh, that burned wires. Somebody strung wires up here. Nobody told me that. I got to get loose.
Give up, will you? Your face is all cut. If you fall on your head, don't, Rudy, don't!
I'll make it. Got to make it. I'll just untwist these wires. I'm on the chapel roof now. Now pray for me. Good luck, George.
It's not as though you didn't warn them, Mr. Pinkerton. They'll try to escape. You knew it. I knew it. Oh, it makes me so angry.
Well, at least they got Collins back. You have the detailed report?
Well, haven't you seen it?
No, I haven't. Read it to me, Danny.
Well, evidently the kid was cut and bleeding. Got tore up on some wires strung across the roof. He jumped or fell from the main roof to the chapel roof. Then down that and into the warden's garden. Then walked in the unlocked back door where the warden's mother was ironing. She said he bowed to her and walked out the front door. Next report, on the corner of Spruce and 11th, he steals a bicycle and heads into the middle of the city. Next report, a rowboat stolen in North St. Louis. Presumably, he rode across the Mississippi. Let's see. Next, a man answering Rudy's description gets out of a freight car in the Memphis Railroad yard.
All the way to Memphis, huh?
That was yesterday.
Yes, and I'll bet you anything we'll get a report he's stolen a horse somewhere in Tennessee and he's headed for Arkansas.
Yeah, right to Indian territory. We always lose those bandits in Indian territory.
Well, take heart, Danny. It won't be for long. He's not the kind to spend time hiding. If I know the Missouri Kid, he'll be back in this neighborhood knocking off another bank. Our chief weapon now is to circularize every spot in every state with his picture and description. Sooner or later, he'll surface.
Mr. Pinkerton, Rudy's sister's outside.
Nellie?
Yeah, she wants to see you. She's pretty wrought up.
Well, I don't know what she thinks I can do for George Collins. The jury's still out.
Shall I send her in?
Yeah, all right. Oh, and I guess you'd better leave us alone, Dan.
Oh, Miss Rudolph, Mr. Pinkerton will see you.
Oh, come in, Nellie. Why, you look much younger than you did up there on the witness stand.
They didn't believe me. The judge, the jury. They didn't believe anything I said.
I'm afraid they had possession of certain facts and certain witnesses.
What witness? I was there. It wasn't George who pulled the trigger. He was with me in the cabin. It was Rudy who done it. He walked right up to your man and killed him.
I know, Nellie. That's what you said in court.
Well, what can I do? I know George has done a lot of wrong things, but he didn't kill that man.
I'm not the jury or the judge.
Why would I say things against my own brother? Accuse him of a cold murder like that if it wasn't so.
But your brother isn't here to defend himself. He's hiding out somewhere. It's possible the jury will believe you. But maybe they'll figure you're making this up because you're keen on George Collins.
I do love him. I'm not saying I don't. But he didn't do it.
It's out of my hands. Nellie, why don't you go home? All I can say is, Just try to let all of what's happened be a lesson to you.
You think it's too late, don't you? That they'll convict him?
Even if George Collins were to walk out of that prison a free man, I'd tell you never to see him again. Try to start over, Nellie. You're only 18. You've got a whole life ahead of you.
Good morning, Mr. Pinkerton.
What are you so bright and cheery about?
Well, I don't like to say I'm celebrating, but I guess in a way this news makes me feel real good.
All right, spill it.
Well, for one thing, it's almost a year since George Collins was convicted and hung, and we kept trying and trying to find Rudy.
And we will keep on trying.
Well, I think our luck has changed. He's come out of hiding, and he's done exactly what you said he would. Here's the telegram.
Call to your attention, prisoner Charles Gorney, apprehended in attempt to rob Lewisburg, Kansas National Bank. Comparing your photographs of William Rudy Rudolph, alias Missouri Kid, not satisfactory identification. However, Bertillon measurements, particularly scars, mole on upper lip, and 2 gold teeth closely resemble Gorney. Kindly advise Sheriff Paoli, Kansas.
What do you think?
Well, of all the bank robbers in the world, the likelihood 2 men would have the same scars, the same mole, and the same 2 gold teeth, it's just not possible.
That's just why I feel good today.
That's right, Danny. I think we've got our man.
And indeed they had. Charles Gorney turned out to be none other than Rudy Rudolph. It had been a long and costly trail. And had it not been for the cooperation of every local and state law enforcement body, the Missouri Kid might never have been caught. You may say this proves crime does not pay. However, for the Pinkertons, who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to wrap up this case, crime can be very expensive. I shall return shortly. It was May 1905, 52 months after the cowardly murder of Detective C.J. Schumacher, that the second outlaw, the Missouri Kid, died at the end of a rope. It was also the beginning of a tradition followed to this day. If a lawman is killed in the line of duty, none of his brothers will rest until the criminal is brought to justice. Our cast included Lloyd Batista, Ian Martin, Robert Maxwell, E.V. Juster, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.